snap. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
It's us.
We're back.
We're back whether you liked it or not. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Chuck. We're the Defenders of Kobold, and we're going to play some more some DCC for you. The music of the spheres is chaos. This is DCC 100. No, they did not stop at 99. They kept going. And yeah, this is a little sneak preview because this won't come out. Why do I hear myself?
Advertisements.
Oh my gosh.
Never listen to the voices in your head, Chuck.
Never. That's always troublesome.
I opened up Twitch and I had words to tell me about things they want to sell.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, anyway, this will be coming out, I think they said like mid 2021, somewhere in there. Yeah, we gotta take it for a test drive. What do we got? I don't know. First thing you're gonna notice is that Dan is not usually in this. Christopher had to step out, and yeah, figure we'll bring in Dan as pitch hitter. So there we go. Let's go through doing introductions. Once again, I am Chuck, Defenders of Kobold, where you can usually find me. Also, I play some games over Notorious DMG that Bert usually runs. And I also hang out on Free League Publishing and every now and then the Lollygaggers, all over the place, but mainly Defenders of Kobold. And we're going to go in order of the overlay. The overlay is now in alphabetical order, so that means you're first again, Bert.
Amazing how that works. I'm Bert. I'm the host and primary GM of the podcast of Steam, Steel, and Murder. Also run games on Notorious DMG quite frequently. But tonight, let's see, I'm playing an elf, Mornith Aelron, who does elfy things, mostly.
As elves do. There we go. All right. Next up is Dan.
Hey, I'm Dan with Defenders of Kobold, and I'm playing a cleric, Nerion, and we'll see what happens tonight.
Okay.
I got some decent stats, so maybe I won't die immediately.
We'll see.
It is my favorite thing to do in DCC.
Hey. Next up is Frendon.
Hi, I'm Frendon. I draw stuff for tabletop, and you can catch me on Twitch doing that. And I'll be playing an elf tonight as well, named Rotgut Hauer. He is a caster primarily. He rolled some good starting stuff, so that's kind of how I play him. And he has a familiar, which I'm going to get more familiar with because I find those really fun, and I haven't been utilizing them enough. So that's a goal tonight.
There you go. Over on the other side, up at the top, is Jake.
I'm Jake with the Defenders of Kobold. You're already checking us out right now, so I think that's plenty good. I'll be playing a human rice farmer turned assassin, Waylon Bade, who's just in this for the money.
Okay. Did you say Waylon Bade or Maid?
Bade.
Okay. I was like, wait, did I have this misspelled on the overlay the entire time?
Oh, no.
No, it's fine. All right. Next up, Jeremy.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am an adopted, proud kobold. I also sometimes talk about comics over on the Plewdcast, PLEWD. And I will be playing for Bowdy, the Cruel Striker, who is a mean old dwarf. He drinks and he smashes things.
All you need to do, I think.
Yeah, it's gotten him pretty far.
All right. Last but not least, down in the corner, is Tyler.
I'm Tyler. I'm one of the Defenders of Kobold. I am playing Father Leopold, who is also a cleric and doesn't have great stats, but he can still heal.
And that's what counts, I think. Yeah.
I hope so.
So, last time we left off, you all kind of entered the... What were you at? You were at the water area, the water elemental area, and the water elemental area was in the goat region.
Sure.
So, the water is in the goat, which is probably accurate a lot of times. But yeah, you all were in the starting room, this strange chamber with skulls on the wall, and the floor was made of bones. Water was it like 3-4 feet deep? There was this ramp going up to a door on the far side of the chamber. The ramp was made of bones. The doors were this like bronze, which had this sketched or carved. I don't want to say it wasn't a relief. It was coming out at you, but this head of an elephant with a bar setting across the tusks, holding the door shut. As you all inspect the door, there was water seeping out of the seams of the door. In the center of the room was a large gong hanging from a stand. It was half submerged in water. And that's where we kind of picked up. You all trying to figure out how to proceed in this strange room full of water.
Have we tried ringing the gong yet? Or do we not want to do that?
I don't think anyone has.
No, we haven't done that yet.
I don't think we want to ring the gong.
Okay.
The gong's got tusks, and the door that's holding back the water also has tusks.
Okay.
Or I suppose we could ring the gong and just
Maybe
see what happens.
No.
I mean, we're at the very beginning. If we all die, we could probably do some Prince of Persia Sands of Time sort of stuff. And
I mean,
no, we
that's-
didn't ring the gong. It's fine.
It was Dan's fault.
So, yeah, I'm trying to think what's the gong? I don't think the gong was shaped. Just a large brass gong. It wasn't shaped like an elephant, just the door.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, in that case, bong. Why not?
What's
So-
the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that could happen?
So Waylon walks
We
up
might
and
find out.
thumps the gong with his hand. It's got a muted sound to it as it is half submerged. All of a sudden, the water in the room starts draining. And a few minutes later, the room is void of this water you were standing in. You do see left in the water that was lowering is what must have been the mallet of the gong.
Okay.
And it's got the head of it is a skull.
Ew.
So, yeah, what's going to happen next?
Is this door still look like it's got water on the other side of it?
Mm-hmm.
So
Coming through.
Would you say that a tiny demon, which is what my familiar is, would be able to pick up that gong hammer? Or do you think it's too heavy?
It'll be a couple of pounds if you think
Oh.
your imp can do that.
He does a d6 damage, so I'm guessing he could probably lift a little
Sure.
hammer then. I'm going to instruct him telepathically to go touch that thing. Pick it up and walk over to the gong. And then look to the group like, should I? Yeah.
All right.
Tadpole, hit it. And he's gonna hit it.
He donks the gong with the mallet. It's the sound is a lot louder this time. But yeah, nothing else seems to happen.
Hmm.
Maybe we already did the thing we're supposed to do with it.
Try the door.
yeah.
If it's still got water on the other side, I'm not sure. But I want to try the door.
Well, if this room drained, then perhaps the water
Mm.
coming in here will also drain.
It's a fair point.
Just be ready on that gong as soon as it starts to flood, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
So who's lifting this this bar holding the door shut?
Somebody who's not important can do that, so maybe I'll do it.
Before you do
Waylon
it,
will kind of stand
before
in
you
the back
do it,
like, my back,
can we listen at the door to see if we can hear like the sound of rushing water or like gurgling, like water is being funneled out?
Sure. Bert, if you want to make an intelligence test, see if you can hear that. That's a 3. Were we doing fleeting luck? If we are, that just got rid of all the fleeting luck.
Oh, and I had a bunch of it too.
It comes and it goes.
Oh, well.
But yeah,
I hear the space between my ears. And
you hear
nothing
the
more.
space between your ears. More so, your friends in the room are just being a little bit too loud, and you can't really make out what's going on the other side of this door.
All right.
Checks out.
So, Darian, you gonna open the door?
Sure. Maybe.
Oh, I wasn't
13.
even going to ask for a check.
Oh, I just felt like giving it to you.
Okay. Yeah, you lift the bar, and you kind of toss it to the side, and the door slowly pushes open as maybe knee-height water starts rushing into the room, and then draining out of a drain in the bottom of the room that you were in with the gong. It seems like the path is clear to move forward.
Oh,
We've been here the only time this whole time, but just now seeing this seems ideal.
Sure.
I mean, I ain't gonna gift Gong in the mouth, I say as I start to walk towards the
Sure.
means of egress.
So yeah, you see through this double door with the elephant head, and you can see it immediately goes into a kind of a four-way intersection. There's a large, wide hallway that continues straight ahead and then kind of curves towards the right as it turns into descending stairs. And you also have an immediate left and immediate right. Towards the left, you can hear what sounds like chanting.
In what language?
It is... You can tell it's chanting just because of how rhythmic it is, but it sounds like it's many, many voices, and it sounds like there's a good blend of languages. There's a lot of different languages, which muddled together makes it kind of unintelligible, even if you could pick out a language here or there that you could comprehend.
All right.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do?
Well, do we maintain our general habit of taking the left-handed path?
It's never steered us wrong yet, except for that time that we lost a bunch of people. But aside from that one time, it was good.
That was good.
Except for the one time it was wrong, it's always been right. I mean left.
Exactly.
There it is. All right, so do you all go left?
Yeah.
Right.
Do we want to heel toe it as best we can?
Be sneaky quiet.
I think.
I mean,
so.
I'm not saying I'm very good at being quiet, but I'll, try not to be a complete,
I could be quiet, but I'll be carrying a lantern with me, so
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, I'm be quiet, but not quite, if that makes sense.
I think I'm the same. I'll be quiet for me.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, we can try.
Yeah. Nothing says we can't try.
Lots of jangling armor, I'm sure.
Yeah. But making an active effort is better than nothing at all. You never
that's
know.
why I like you. You always look on the bright side of strife.
Yeah. And they're all busy doing their blabbity blabbity mumbo jumbo.
True.
All right, so what's the plan?
Well, mostly to sneak up on these fellas and beat that filthy language out of their mouth.
Sure. I'm going to make the least stealthy of you give me the agility test, which looks like it's going to probably be Nerion.
Uh-huh.
Yep, it's Nerion. Oh, I did not want to do that. How'd you do? An 8?
It's not
8 is good
horrible.
enough for today, or at least right now.
Yay. Chun, 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 chun.
So you all slowly move down this hall. You come across, I opened everyone's character sheet so I could see the stats, but Foundry makes you resize it so you can close it again. It's very exciting. The passageway opens up into a large amphitheater. It stinks of blood. There's several tiers of sodden benches rising high into the darkness. Arrayed along these benches are hundreds of desiccated, shrunken heads, affixed to the benches by large metal collars. The collars are stamped with strange symbols, and all of the severed heads are chanting aloud, each in a different tongue.
Oh.
Above A jagged violet crystal hangs in the darkness, suspended by massive chains. The enormous stone pulses in time with the dreaded cacophony as it casts a single ray into the darkness. So yeah, you come in this amphitheater with these tiers, and there's just all of these shrunken, severed heads just clamped down to these benches, and each one is chanting. And there's this giant purple crystal that kind of pulses with this sickly energy. It's hanging from somewhere above with these thick chains, and it's shooting this single beam of energy up into the darkness above.
That's not frightening at all, is it?
I could try and block the beam if we wanted.
It's up there. It's way up there.
I have a spell, darkness.
You try that, and if that doesn't work, I'll try to put a force gate above it with that block of force thingy that I do.
And then if that doesn't work and that doesn't work, we see that it's thrumming in time to these little, yabbering heads. I'll play some whack-a-mole if needs be.
Okay, I like this. We got 3 good ideas.
There you go.
Should I do it?
So one real quick question. Who all has a lawful character?
I do.
I do.
Oh,
So-
no, I'm neutral. Sorry.
Okay. Tyler, our lawful character, you start feeling like your strength is slowly being sapped while you're in here. Neutral characters, you feel it too, but not quite to the extent that it looks like Father Leopold is feeling it. Well, any chaotic characters, you're actually feeling kind of energized, feeling a little jazzed about being in here.
I'll start checking under. I'll start checking all these heads out, seeing if any of them got pocket change with no pockets. Who knows?
So you're going to loot the severed heads?
If they have anything near them,
They don't.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, my man. Have some dignity.
So Dan, were you going to try a spell?
It sure sounds like it. So
Give it a cast.
15.
We're still in that area where he gets to use 2 who dice size is larger, aren't we?
Yeah, let me double check that. Make sure I'm saying it right. I need to find.
It's Dan. He needs all the help he can get.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
And we are in the goat. Yeah, Dan, you get a +2 die size to any spell checks.
Oh, wow. Gosh, what that makes it.
30.
So you want to re-roll that as a
30?
D30.
Watch it be significantly less somehow.
Probably. I'll let you keep whichever's higher. 19. All right, what happens with that 19?
It's a little better. Can designate a point within 100 feet and create a 20-foot sphere radius of darkness that remains fixed for the duration of a turn.
You cast your spell, you shoot it up there at the tip of this crystal where the light is shooting up, and you see your darkness kind of... The beam of light blinks for a second as then it just blasts through your darkness, dispelling it.
Damn.
All right.
Well, there goes
Enough
one
of
good
this.
idea.
And then I try to cast the force manipulation.
Sure.
18. Let me see what that gets me. I know it's a success, but I just don't know how good of one.
Okay.
Shield-sized wall of force at a point within 25 feet for 2d6 rounds. And it'll give us AC bonuses and stuff if we end up using it in combat, but let's see how many rounds I get it for our purposes. 2d6, like 5 rounds.
Okay.
I'm going to try to put that right in the beam.
Blocking the beam. Sure. You put this wall of force across this beam, and you can see it breaks apart the wall of force, which kind of scatters like it hit a prism. And it shoots these beams all across the chamber. Everyone go ahead and make me a luck test.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
And this is where you want to roll under.
I did not.
Oh, good job,
do.
Jake.
Good job, Jake.
So, who all failed?
Yeah.
Dan? Tyler?
Did I die immediately like I planned on?
Everyone else pass?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Dan and Tyler are 2 clerics. I would like to ask you now to make me a will save.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Okay. Let's start with Tyler. This beam of energy passes over your legs, transforming them into the legs of a satyr.
So like goat legs.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You do get your speed increased by 10 feet.
Nice.
Dan, one of your arms, give me a D4 roll. 1 and 2 is left, 3 and 4 is right.
Oh no.
Your left arm changes into
It's
a
always
crab
left.
claw. A giant crab claw. It deals 1d8 melee damage, but can't be used for any fine motor actions.
It tastes delicious with drawn butter.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess.
I just start looking at. I'm Swamp Folk. Rocket is with Bug Bills as my patron. I'm looking at you like you're good eating in gumbo.
That's great. So, Dan, what weapons were you using?
Well, I assume I was using whatever that zombie smasher was and a shield, so I assume I'm going to be using a shield and a crab claw now.
Okay, you're using a shield and a crab claw. It's a D8.
That's delightful.
Okay, but
Yeah.
as this this wall of force blocks it off, these beams of light kind of scatter around the chamber, only strike 2 of you. But then you can see it as the beam of light eventually powers through and destroys your wall of force, continuing the beam.
Well, and then there was option 3.
Start smashing heads.
Who's all going to help smash heads?
I'll smash a head.
I'll smash ahead.
Got nothing more to lose now.
I'm gonna send Tadpole too.
All
So
right.
2. Yeah.
That sounds great by me. Let's
I'll
find
swing
it.
my sack full of stolen swag around and just
Okay, so once again, I need to know pretty much who is not helping smash heads. Just Bert?
I'm going to
So-
give it a second.
I'm
since I
waiting
just-
for something else to happen, so I've got like my
Mhm.
bow drawn and just waiting for other things to show up.
So
I'm
Yeah.
sure
to
something terrible's
smash
coming.
Kinda like
all of these
thinking about
heads,
this.
there's hundreds and hundreds of them.
Okay.
Gotta give them the clamps.
It's going to take you about 3 hours of intense work
Oh my.
to destroy all of these heads.
Sounds inefficient somehow.
But then again, giant chaos crystal. Mm,
But you do see, as you smash these heads, as you start laying into them, smashing them, you do see that beam of light start flickering, and the further you go, the dimmer it gets.
Are we sure this is what we should be doing?
I don't know.
That
Sure
sounds
messed
like a
up my
pretty
arm.
common question for this dungeon
Yeah.
so far.
Fair. Fuck it. Keep going.
Okay. Tyler, roll me a d12.
Which one is that one? That's not the right one.
It's the 12-sided one. Okay. Neutral characters, roll me a d10.
10, you say. Okay. Come on now. Do it.
And then chaotic characters, I want you to roll me a d3. So, neutral and lawful characters. That's how many hit points you lose while in this chamber.
Mm.
Oh.
Chaotic characters, that's how many hit points you gain. And those are, if you're at your max health already, it increases temporarily
Okay.
your top hit points. So,
Nice.
I'm
I
Very
like
cool.
this place. This is a
I'm
party
feeling-
central.
Yeah, I agree. I'm feeling great. I'm gonna try something to help with these heads. I feel
Sure.
invigorated. I'm gonna cast Glorious Mire to try to just change all the some of the land that the heads are on into swamp, which will consume and destroy them, hopefully saving us.
Oh, nice.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it.
17.
Not bad.
Medium-sized space for 1d6 turns. Effective space equal to 250 square feet or the size of a large boulder, like 10 by 5 by 5.
Okay.
So however many heads can fit in that space, I'm hoping to destroy.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we take we'll take like an hour off.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, it only takes you about 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours later, all of the heads are neutralized, and the beam shooting up into the air from this crystal has stopped. And you don't see any other egresses in this room. Waylon already searched the heads and didn't find any kind of loot. What's the plan now?
That
What
feels
else is in
good.
this room?
What's that?
What else was in this room?
Really nothing.
A sense of satisfaction.
Says you
Now.
without your crab arms and goat legs.
I do.
I mean, I'd say if anything, you know, they look quite nice on you.
Yeah.
Very fetching.
I do. Just a slight spoiler here. If you would have rolled a 0 or a 1, your character would be over.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh my.
All right. So what's going on next?
We're gonna go somewhere that I don't know where it is.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
you all
Back to the circle room.
back
Yeah.
up to the four-way intersection, there was still the larger hallway that continues forward and then turns into descending stairs, and then there was the path to the right.
Well, whatever the next one to the left is, right?
Yeah.
Well, that would then be the stairs going down.
Let's go for it. I'm ready.
All right. So as you move down these stairs, water courses down the stone steps into a low, wide chamber submerged in a brackish pool. Scores of waterlogged books float amid the rotting shelving. Moldering scrolls and grimoires lie cast about, covered in black and green mold. An ancient table rests against the walls, dissolved in tacky mud. Looking around this room, it's some kind of library, flooded, destroyed books and scrolls all over the place. You do see that kind of straight ahead across from you in this library, there's a large hallway that continues on. And in kind of the right back corner from where you entered, you do see a door. Along with all of the debris floating in the water.
Well, given all the ancient orders and whatnot that have been doing things around here, is it worth taking a moment to look in this library?
I would think it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like knowledge of evil things. Maybe there's some evil stuff to learn. Everybody, do you mind if I just take some time to mire myself in these evil books a bit? Hopefully evil.
Sure. So you spend some time searching through this room. All of the books or scrolls are destroyed. As, you know, a learned elf, you know that this is, you know, some kind of priceless collection that's been totally destroyed. While looking around, you do find one thing that still seems to be intact. It is a wooden strong box, and it's covered in black mold. But still, through the black mold, you can see there is a glyph, and it's the glyph of the worm. And it's kind of inlaid into the wood of this strong box. And there's nothing going across it. So the glyph is still, or the sigil is still easy to see. But yeah, it's just this wooden strong box. Look, it's like it's got some kind of lock on it. Actually,
When you say destroyed, how so? Just by time, or like someone's made deliberate attempts to like burn it, tear it?
Time and water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to show this to you. That's right there. Wrong mouse. No, right mouse. Get over there. So yeah, you find this strong box.
It's locked? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on it to see if it's in any way magical.
Sure. Go ahead. $26.
Oh,
That's
I think-
fantastic. Why don't you tell me what you get with the 26?
Cleric can determine exactly which objects or creatures are magically enchanted within range. In addition, it reveals creatures of non-mortal origin. Can tell if weapons or items on a creature are enchanted. Also, a very precise understanding of a magic strength, such as it's a +2 sword or a level 3 ward portal spell. Functions through any sort of impending material within range as well. Range is 30 feet.
Okay. So you can definitely pick up that this strong box, it's got some kind of summoning enchantment on it. So probably when opened, if not opened correctly, it's going to summon something. But you can tell there's a handful of items inside that seem to be of intense magical, properties.
Okay.
Could be cool if we knew how to open it.
Does it look like it's like a lock, or
There's a lock on it, yeah.
there's a lock on it? Doesn't match anything you've seen before.
No.
Okay.
Actually seems to be a really basic, not too fancy kind of lock.
Do we have a thief on our party?
I don't think so.
Yes, I am a thief.
Oh, Jake is a thief.
Yes.
That's right. How
Allegedly.
could we forget?
Allegedly, he happens to be a
Do we have a
professional
thief in our
locksmith.
party and I'm standing there with like half the stolen shit from the party? Like, no!
The guy who was
I couldn't
attacking the heads
remember.
with a loot sack.
This is all mine from the beginning.
Well, if we want to pop that sucker open, we got one of two options. We got the finesse way and we got the brute force way.
Well, it seems that there's a summoning spell of some sort on the lock.
So it's
So
trapped in some way.
The brute force might end badly for us.
I see, I see. Well, then I'll try to take a more delicate approach to this sort of, just stand back. And I'll try to pick the locks.
Sure. Give it,
Yeah.
yeah, pick the locks. Absolutely.
Here we go. I'm going to burn a luck. What is my luck die?
D7,
D7.
I think.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You get luck
Mhm.
dice. Those are awesome.
That is correct. I'm going to add a 4 to that to make it a 15.
Okay. So you're 15. It's a very basic lock.
Oh.
And you don't have any trouble moving the tumblers around, and you pop it right open. As soon as you open it up, there's a strange rustle of wind throughout the chamber. Now, looking inside, you see 3 items. Let me make sure I describe them right. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. I just read this like a few minutes before the stream started. Okay, cool. You see there are 3 carved doodads, trinkets, all of them carved from onyx. One is a beetle, one is a fly, and one is a magnet. Each of them have gold chasing around them, gold and silver. Each one of them has a strange yet different symbol carved into the onyx and inlaid with gold.
Well, then I'll I'll take them out of the box, and I'll just kind of show them to everybody and say, "Hey, will you look at all that? That looks nice. What do you suppose this is right here?" Pointing to the symbols.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
I sure thought you said magnet.
Maggot.
Mm.
I mean,
And the symbol isn't on the chart of
Mhm.
symbols we have.
it seems possible they may fit into something somewhere.
Mhm.
Some sort of puzzling device.
Jake, give me an intelligence test.
All right. 16.
That's not terrible. Okay. As Jake, you feel a very sharp pain in your back.
Ah.
Give me just a second here. Jake, I need to know what your AC is.
16.
Okay. I clear that.
Oh no.
And you're going to take 4 points of stamina damage.
Ooh,
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
The rest of you see Waylon react to something. Like something's hit him in the back. And Waylon, you feel it's like a raking, clawing pain that stretches across your back. You all can look and you can see blood spurting out of some strange wound, but you all don't see anything. Waylon, you spin around and you see standing just a handful of feet from you is a person that seems to be made of pure shadows. Like they've got no hard edges in them. It's just like swirling smoke and some kind of magical field holding it all together. Jake, why don't you roll me a d6?
Okay.
And then we swap, which means that I get to go first. As this thing then lashes out at you again. That's going to hit. Dealing you another 4 points of stamina damage.
Oh my gosh.
Jake, you can take a turn here, and then we're going to go into full initiative.
Right on.
Actually, I think we'll probably do popcorn.
I'm gonna draw the Rogue's Gambit sword and take a swipe at this thing with
Sure
my
thing. Go ahead.
magical sword. And I am going to burn 2 luck to roll 2d7 to add to that roll.
All right.
Making that a 15 for the attack.
Gotcha, Mish.
Damn.
All right. I'm going to roll a d7. I'm just going to do it in what I see in the overlay. So Jake, Chuck, Dan, Friend, Tyler, Jeremy, Bert. 3. That's going to be Dan. Nerian, you get to go first. You see Waylon swing out at something. But you don't see what he's attacking. But you can see something is harming him.
Well, that's going to make it hard to do much of anything, I imagine. So something invisible is attacking him.
Yep.
He's into self-harm.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Never mind then.
I'm sorry you find that information disarming, Dan.
Oh my gosh.
Don't be such a crab.
I was curious if I had anything useful here, but I don't think I do. Is there anything in this room that I might be able to, like dirt or something that I might be able to just throw in the direction of whatever's attacking him, so it might
Sure. I mean,
add
there's
some substance to whatever's attacking
soggy
him?
books all over the place.
Maybe I'll rip some like pages out or something and throw a bunch of soggy
Yeah.
paper.
You grab a book and you just grab it by the paper that's hanging out and you just hurl it overhead. You're going to make this strength test, but you're going to move down a die size.
Oh, okay.
So
let me
re-roll that for me. That'll be a D16.
Oh,
No,
good. It got worse.
You throw it, and it just splashes into the water on the far side of the room.
Perfect.
Dan, you get to pick who's going next. You are the only one who is gone.
Since I basically don't know anybody of anything, I'll actually just roll a d7 myself.
Okay.
Where are you? There you are. Jeremy.
Okay. All right. I pick up what you're throwing down, and I think what I'd like to do is use my deed die to initially, as I come in, I've got an idea of where the rogue was swinging at, and I'm going to swing my hammer through the water to try and make it splash up into that general area before I bring it back down, hoping the water will land upon something.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. If you pass this deed die, I'll let you swing at your normal D20. Because
Cool.
you'll be able to kind of tell where it's at for a moment.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's try that deed die then. Come on, deed die. Don't suck. It did not
wow.
suck.
That's crazy good.
Nice.
That's as
There
good
you
as it
go.
gets.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I hate to infringe on copyright, but I believe it is close to clobbering time.
All right. 18 is a hit.
And then 4 plus 7, so 13 damage.
Not bad.
And then I've got a couple more things to throw in after that.
Sure thing.
So let me. What is my plus with the axe? Plus is a 4, 7, so plus 11. Good Lord, that's good. D14 plus 11. You can do it. So hopefully 19 hits.
19 still a hit, yeah.
All right, D8 plus 10. Good Lord.
Totally set him up for this.
There
Yes.
you go.
Oh, it was all you in the books.
That's 11 damage.
Yep. And then I've got a shield bash.
Sure thing.
So that'll be D14 plus 9.
13 is a
That
miss.
probably doesn't.
Yeah.
That's all right. You know what? I'm okay that I miss every time with that shield bash, but I feel happy about the first 2 swings.
There you go. That was very good. All right, who's going after you?
You know what? This seems like something, abominable. Let's bring in our cleric brother, Tyler.
Oh, no. Oh, right.
Oh no.
I mean, it seems evil and demonic. I'd assume you're the one to go to.
I mean, I probably should be, but
Takes one to know one.
I'm trying to see what I can do here with some of my spells. So I wasn't quite ready, but that's fine.
That's what I like to do. Take him unaware.
I'm gonna try and do paralysis.
Sure. So you're casting a spell. Is that at a target or in an area?
Well, I'm hoping for one of the lower level ones, which would cast it on my own weapons.
Okay. So if you roll higher than what you want, I'll let you downgrade it to
Okay.
the effect you were looking for.
I definitely rolled higher than I wanted.
You sure did.
I want to charge my weapon with the power of paralysis.
Okay. That is
And then on
what-
my next round, I can make an attack to try and paralyze
paralyze it. Yep.
paralyze something. Thank you.
All right. So who's going after you? So far, Dan, Jeremy, and yourself have gone. Still leaving Jake, Friendon, Bert, and the monsters.
Let's let our dearly departed friend in.
All right. I'm gonna try to cast magic shield. is what I'm gonna do.
All right.
And depending on how good the roll is, it might be for me or it might be for multiple allies.
Cool. 17.
All right, 17. Conjures a shield that provides +4 bonus to AC for 2d6 rounds. I'm gonna give that to one of our bashy boys. I'm thinking Jeremy's character is getting it.
Ooh. +4?
Yeah, for 2d6 rounds. So let me roll that
Nice.
for
Nice.
7 rounds.
Oh my gosh.
So go to town, my friend. And
Puts me up
then
to
I'm.
24.
Oh, that's
Oh
fantastic.
my god.
I'd like for my familiar to attack. That's an extra action in DCC, isn't it? Yeah.
Go ahead. What is your familiar going to do?
He is gonna do his standard attack, which I have in here. He hits 22.
He can't see what he is, so you need to re-roll that with die size down.
Oh, okay. All right, that's right.
So it'll be a D16 plus 7.
Yeah. Let me just turn off inherent action die. All right, so D16.
It's the only problem with having the macros on the sheet. It's easy to just click
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
and let them know. But now you can't change them.
You did
You know
even
what?
better.
That's actually a 20.
Oh.
I accidentally mistyped 17. But yes.
20 still hits. So yeah, you still do good. I'll let you take that 6 points of damage. Is there any extra properties to this thing's claws, or just a basic claw
No,
attack?
he does a basic claw attack. Most of his flavor is the other way.
Tadpole would communicate back to you like, I know I connected, but it doesn't feel like it did anything.
No. Oh no.
So
Tadpole thinks this thing's impervious to attacks.
Oh no.
so what's going on? Who's going next?
Let's see. Popcorn order. I'm gonna go with Bert's left, right? Or
Jake,
the thing.
Bert, or the monster?
I'm gonna go with one of us, and then because we don't have to worry about the monster going twice yet, and go with Bert.
Scorching ray.
There you go.
Seeing as
Yeah.
shadow, let's put some light on the
All
situation.
right, now die size down.
What's that?
Die size down, right? Or is that
I'm
to your-
chaotic.
Yes, this is specifically because the monster has an ability on it.
Because we can't.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause
So
we can't see it.
D20 goes to D16.
Correct.
All right. I've got my thing is weird on this one, so I have to roll 2 D8s.
Hang on, let me think about that because it's someone attacking the creature degrades the die size. You're casting the spell to see your effect. Is there any attack, or does the scorching ray just lash out and deal its damage?
Yeah, it's basically a directed damage spell.
Okay, just go ahead and roll it like normal then, since this doesn't. You're not technically rolling a direct attack.
Oh.
You rolled. Oh, you rolled 2d10.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
my thing for this one. A 9, lost and failure.
You know, luck that up.
I have to get to a 14, so I have to spend 5 points of luck.
Ooh.
Yeah, heck, why not? I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, it takes a D6 plus caster level on damage. Additionally, it must make a reflex save versus spell check or catch fire, and it suffers additional D6 until it puts itself out. Basically. Okay, so here we go.
I do pass the reflex save.
Okay, so it doesn't have to worry about catching on fire. We'll take 9 points of damage though.
Not bad. Okay. Bert, who's going after you?
There's one of us left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's let the enemy go.
Sure.
Mhm.
Jake, this thing lashes back out at you. I think, what's your AC again?
16.
It does miss.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it only has one action. So yeah, it swings at you, but you kind of get the feel of where it's coming from. Well, and you can see it. So you're able to easily dodge its attack. Moving the turn to yours, Jake, and you get to go twice.
All right, excellent. I'm gonna try to attack with the Rogue's Gambit again. Here we go. Oh, baby.
Ooh,
24 is a hit.
nice.
And
Uh-huh.
with that, you slay this creature. Your sword cuts through it, and all of a sudden you see the rest of you see this just like large puff of smoke come out from where Jake's sword connected. And whatever this was is gone.
Do we know he was taking stamina damage?
Probably not. You can see he was injured in some way, but I mean, Jake, however you would want to flavorfully describe that you've been injured right in the stamina.
My back! Oh, for real this time!
In an unrecoverable way.
Because I can heal ability score damage.
Ooh. Yeah, I imagine I'm pretty sweaty, and I've probably lost a few pounds just from getting shadow stabbed. Backstabbed
Like
by
you
my
do.
own shadow.
Like you do.
What a way for a rogue to get hurt.
It
Okay.
is the way for a rogue to get hurt.
Are you okay there, boyo? You look
Well,
like
I'm
you
gonna
got
give
drunk
him-
on moonshine with the black trots.
Ooh,
I
wow.
wish I had.
Considering I don't know, I'll give him one of both of my healing spells.
Okay.
So I'm going to lay on hands first and then
So
If
lay on
I'm-
hands.
21. He either gets 2, 3, or 4 hit die worth of healing from lay on hands.
Well, mercifully, I had a 3 over my
Okay.
maximum, so I was good in that regard.
I'm playing this that I don't know what type of damage you took, so
Exactly.
28 on a restore vitality.
Ooh.
Well, hang on a
Good
second. You said 2, 3, or 4 hit die. 2 is being Jake. What's your alignment?
Chaotic.
So
Yeah, so he gets 2.
2 hit die, and you can heal that directly to your stamina.
Ooh.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Lay on hands can be applied to hit points or ability damage.
Ah,
That's amazing.
never mind then.
That actually would do it. That'd do the job right there.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to ignore the 28 to restore vitality.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
So yeah,
Man.
you've got
Crap
this
right out of
wooden case with these 3 little doodads in it. There is a door on the, we'll call it the northeast corner of the room, and then there's the passage along on the north wall.
What?
Along with all these destroyed and ruined books and scrolls, but you've all kind of dug through that. And the only thing you found was this case.
What type of door is it? Is it just like a normal wooden door? I guess is what I'm
wooden
asking.
door, iron bands. Looks like it's swollen because of all the water. So what's the plan?
Nothing related to maggots or flies or beetles in the room.
No.
All right then. Well,
How big are the figures that came out of that box? Just out of
They're
curiosity.
maybe 3 inches across.
Okay.
They're kind of small.
So I'll have to keep an eye out for something small they might belong to.
yeah, that's fair. I suppose we just keep on keeping on then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like we've known what we were doing at any point so far,
mean, that-
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely true.
I feel
Door
pretty good
wall.
about smashing them heads, though.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
You a little tingly back there. Just a little tingly. Felt good. Felt good.
I felt some tingles too while I was doing that in front. It felt real good. Probably different tingle, but that's okay.
I love the
Everything.
jingle, jangle, tingle, wingle. Yeah, it's pretty
Hmm.
good.
Mm.
That's where it's at.
Everything feels funny now.
Okay.
Through the swollen door.
All right. Someone's going to need to give me a strength test.
Oh, I suppose I could help with that. All right.
You're a muscle. You better help with that.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. You bash through the door, and the door actually just kind of breaks apart under your shoulder and just kind of falls off into just these rotten chunks of wood into the water. Looking inside, there's a single tall candle that burns in the darkness. It's a small room. It illuminates an ancient man seated atop a mound of sodden grimoires and skulls. A long, oily beard hangs down to his feet. His face and hands are drawn and skeletal, and he wears a felted robe heavy with moisture. This ancient scribe works on a massive tome, painstakingly inking elaborate sigils, magic circles, strange arcana, All his labors are for naught, however, as the dripping waters repeatedly cause the ink to streak and run, dripping off the sodden pages in stained rivulets and into the brackish standing water. So yeah, you go and there's just this old dude just sitting on this stack of books, just writing in this giant grimoire. As you can see, the ink that he's writing is just running because of all the moisture in the air. But he's just sitting there just writing.
Actively writing?
Actively.
Oh. Even though it appears quite dead?
He looks extremely emaciated.
Okay, not quite dead.
I'll pull out my dagger quietly and then just sort of point to the guy, and then I'll kind of run my finger across his throat and shrug.
No. Probably
Yeah.
shouldn't do that.
Might try and do some detect evil here, maybe.
Yeah, or maybe sneak a peek at what he's writing in. Hey, I remember some sort of sissy story at some point about some fella given a task he couldn't complete.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'll try to sneak over there and just take a little peek over his shoulder.
Sure. I won't even make you sneak. He's really into his work, but as you move up, and you can look over his shoulder, you can see it's some kind of magical script he's writing. Not being of the, spell casting persuasion, you're not exactly sure, but it's something magical. As you're looking over, like a driplet of water kind of rolls off of your face or something like that and kind of lands on the back of his neck. And he kind of shifts and he kind of leans ever so slightly. And he sees you. And he leans in a little bit. Kill me. And he starts writing again.
Waylon's gonna just and then I'm gonna try and backstab him.
Okay.
Let's see. Equipment, dagger, backstabbing.
Wow, critical hit.
13 hit.
You kill him.
Oof.
Guess I'll just take that book of his and head back to the party.
As you turn to head back to the party,
Oh no.
you can see behind them the water is rising up into a large form. And it
Is it a
lifts,
spider?
No, it lifts watery arms into the air. And all of a sudden a massive wave comes surging behind it. I need everyone to go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Myself included?
Yourself included.
Well, it's a good thing I got all that stamina back.
Oh, come on.
Fail.
Who are we missing?
Me, because there we go.
Okay. So, Waylon and Rotgut, you two pass. You're able to withstand the force of this giant wave. Everyone else,
Should I just luck this on up?
you're short by one.
Yeah, I feel like that's worth spending the luck
Okay.
on.
So, 3 of you pass, 3 of you fail. The 3 of you that failed take 8 points of damage as this giant wave just crashes into you.
Oh my gosh.
Can't catch a freaking break.
Okay.
As this creature, and actually you can see this giant wave, it stains and it clings to you, and you realize it's not water, but it's actually ink. And now, I think it's time for us to go into some initiative again.
What the hell is this then?
Can't we
Ink
fight
limit.
normal creatures?
I don't even understand what's going
Bert,
on.
you're up first. You get to start us off.
All right. Well, going with the old classics, another Scorching Ray coming up.
All right.
If it works, don't stop.
Oh my gosh.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's bad.
Jiminy.
I see. We've got a couple hundred points that came in. That might be enough for a
Oh, do we?
reroll. Yeah. Marcus
we did.
Flores,
Marcus,
13
thanks.
there.
That's one free reroll. Bert, why don't you take
Yeah,
that?
I'll take that reroll.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.
We definitely need it now.
Yes, we do.
There we go.
There you
That's
go.
a good number.
That's so much
All
better.
right. D8 plus caster level damage and the whole thing about continuing to burn if they don't make a reflex save.
So I won't.
Mhm.
Don't bother rolling your damage.
All right. Oops.
That's all right. As your bolt of fire just harmlessly splashes into the fluid that makes up this thing's body and is just immediately extinguished. Your fire damage had no effect.
Just the fact that it was fire.
I'm not going to give
Yeah.
away any more hints.
Oh,
But
no. I mean, I think I misinterpreted you. So the fire was extinguished, not the thing.
the fire was extinguished.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
The creature is there unharmed. Bert, who's going next?
Let's get some more magic on this. Friendin.
Sounds good. I think what I'd like to do is I haven't done this yet, and it could be kind of fun. I'm gonna try Tadpole Transformation to see if I could turn into a Babugbazill nightmare monstrosity myself. Essentially an avatar of Babugbazill. I do have to spell burn for that because it's
Sure.
a patron one, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Wonderful.
All right. And I'd just like to see that spell go off once. Okay. So 24.
Nice.
Good.
The caster undergoes a broad transformation that grants me frog legs, a stiff tadpole tail, gills, a frog mouth, and the 4 above results for the next 1d6 turn. So it's essentially everything for 3 turns. And I just get a lot of good stuff. I'm faster. I'm a little stronger. Kind of stuff that'll come up as it comes up. I think that's my turn. Because
Okay.
the next thing will be attacking like that.
Sure. All right, Brendan, who goes next?
Let's see. We've had Bert go. We had Jeremy go, I believe.
Nope, just Bert and you.
Oh, okay. Just Bert and me. I thought Jeremy went first. Jeremy's next then. Bashy boy. Let's do it.
So,
All
Jeremy,
right, then.
hold on a second before you take your turn.
Oh,
As
no.
this thing sends another giant wave. Actually, no, it's not. All of a sudden, all of the water in the chamber rushes up, pushing all of you to the ceiling.
I want to be a tadpole. That's why I wanted gills.
Let's see. I want a D16. Nope, that's the wrong number I need to say. I said reflex save. The D16 was the damage. So now you know what to look forward to if you fail this reflex save.
Oh boy, I'm failing this reflex save.
I can't roll very well
What's the
tonight on the
target?
saves.
What's that?
What's the target?
10.
Oh,
Everyone's
everybody
passed.
passed.
Yeah. The water rushes up, but you're all able to keep your footing and you land back harmlessly. For Bounty, continue your turn.
well, I don't really understand these weird elemental things, but I see it's kind of got a weird form to it, and I'm hoping as I splatter with my hammer, I can kind of disperse it and make it not be able to maintain its focus as well.
Sure.
It's the best I can think of for a D-die gimmick. All right, so let's do a D-die.
Pops off, yeah.
Yeah, it's something. And then 17 to hit.
17. Yeah, that's a hit.
Heck yeah, 13 damage. So 3. So no, I'll do my second. So 3 and 4, 7. Okay, D14 plus 7.
Okay. Who's going after
Okay.
you?
Oh, I still have a couple more.
Oh, yeah, you do. All right.
so I've got
17
a
is a hit.
17 will hit for D8 plus 6. D8 plus 6. Come on now. Sorry. So hit him for another 9, and then I'll shield bash. 13 plus 5. 10 probably won't. I
Actually,
always
10
fail the
is a
shield
hit.
bash. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Well, that's delightful. I can't believe that actually hit.
Yeah.
It did it.
74 plus 5. So shield bash him for another 7.
So your attacks with your weapon, your boa chopper, you feel like that did something, but when you smash it in with your spiked shield, it seems to just kind of harmlessly slap into the water and doesn't do anything.
Well, it still made me feel good to finally connect with that for once.
That's what counts. So who's going next? Jake, Tyler, or Dan?
I'm gonna call. Let's call on Waylon here.
Seeing as how I had such success with the magic sword against my own shadow, I'm going to put my dagger away and draw the rogue's gambit as I approach and try to swipe away at this guy.
Sure.
All right, thieves
15's a
do it
hit.
from behind.
All right. Yeah, you swing into it with the rogue's gambit, and you deal some damage.
Yeah.
Who's going next? Tyler or Dan?
Dan.
You're muted, Dan. So, Dan, as you're getting ready to take your turn, the kind of the form that was smashed apart by Forbouty kind of reconstitutes. But now go and take your form.
Okay. I was thinking I might try Word of Command. I don't know if it'll be effective against this or not.
You can try.
But maybe I can have it halt or something. So let's see here. 16. If it's something that takes effect or not, it can make a will versus
Are you
check.
rolling your bigger dice size?
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
I just rolled out of the sheet. Sorry.
Go ahead and roll it with a D30 plus 7. I'll let you keep whichever's higher. 33.
That's, yeah.
Wow. I got to say, it's a good thing you redid it because I already rolled that will save.
This is maximum effect.
Yeah. And
I mean, this
Target
probably can't be
3 hit die or
saved.
less automatically affected. So if it's 3 hit die or less, it's automatically affected.
it is not.
Higher level targets receive their save.
I rolled a 28 for its save, so it fails.
Wow.
Wow. Let's see what I can do. Oh, it must obey the command for a number of days equal to 1d7 plus 7.
Days?
Days. Wow.
But for 13 days, it has to halt.
It just stops. I think
Wow.
combat's over. Unless you all want to keep attacking it while it just stands there.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Does that break your spell if we attack it?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
It
wow.
doesn't say so.
No, it only gets a save once a day, I think.
No.
Or does it not even get a second
It
save?
receives a new will save each morning. You're right.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Each morning. So we have an entire day to murder it.
My tadpole body just.
Here's a spoon for you and a fork for you. Let's go to it.
Yeah. You spend just
Aye.
a handful of moments, just all of you wailing on this thing, destroying it as this inky pool collapses back into the water.
Take that. You.
I think I knew this was going to happen.
Let's see, Jake, I would like you to roll me a D3.
All right. Two.
Okay. As you all stand there looking at it, you hear a haggard breath coming from that stack of books. And you can see this old scribe is in the process of dying from your mortal wound you inflicted on it. But he's not quite there yet.
What do you have to say, old man?
Yeah, what the hell was that? And I'll point to where the elemental was.
It was a fiend. It gave me life long enough that I could complete my work.
Well, what is it? Tell us what this is. What does it do?
Are you holding up the
Yeah, the book, the incomplete work.
It's nothing. It just needed me to continue creating magic.
Oh, a task unending.
Our real work has been done for ages, but it kept me here.
What was your work?
As he dies.
Ah, shit.
Damn it.
Well, here's one less to see in the world now, or something like that.
Oh, great. I'll just start flipping through the book to see if... Then I'll realize I'm not that magically inclined, then hold it out to see if anybody else might want to take a look through it.
What do you got there?
So, Mornath, if you take a few minutes to look through it, you can see, probably like 75% of this book is just complete magical rubbish. Just basics, just invocations, just kind of sloppily woven together. They don't actually do anything, but it's just enough to, tickle the magical weave that kind of binds reality together. But if you go back to the start of it, and it's a lot of it's old, it's running, you see references to something called the Grand Alembic, and words saying that it's used to lure immortal chaos and bind it into physical being.
All right. Yeah, I'll just read this out as I'm skimming through it.
But it's really kind of all you can find in that really makes sense.
Okay.
Hmm.
So contraption takes raw chaos and turns it and embodies it.
Maybe smushing all those heads was good.
I feel good about it.
I do too.
We really put those heads together, Got it done.
Other than that, I don't know.
Okay. But yeah.
Is there any chance one of you kind fathers might be willing to lend a hand to a broken-nosed dwarf?
Yeah. I can roll it this time if you'd like. Or...
Your turn, Dan.
Okay. Not so good this time.
But you roll D30.
Yeah.
Oh, god dang it. Sorry, I'm just not used to that.
It is weird.
I went to all this work to get this stuff in my character sheet. Now
I know.
It's no better.
Okay.
Hey, that at least keeps it from failing.
It doesn't
There you
fail. You get I don't know what your alignment is.
Neutral.
Then you get 2 dice.
Hooray.
That works out because I'm also neutral.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Neutral is the best alignment.
See, in reality, as a cleric, there's every reason to be neutral.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I both really like that mechanic and kind of am always like push-pulled with it. Like, if I'm min-maxing, I should be neutral, right?
It depends
Yeah.
on your party's alignment. If you're
Yeah.
all stacked one way, then
Yeah.
True. Yeah. If you have a full lawful party, then
Yeah.
go for it.
If you're playing a neutral cleric, it's like, yeah, I'll heal you. Cast you about 20 gold.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or fealty to my god. One of the two. One of the
price
two.
is right.
Whatever's
All right.
cheaper.
20
So-
gold now or 10% the rest of your life. Which it'll be.
Your neutral cleric is just Tom Nook with loans. That's all it is.
Oh my god.
Checking the
Tom
loan
Nook
out.
totally would
Life.
be an excellent patron.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh. Yes. You'd have to take out loans on your luck or stats like spell burn in order to get the stuff. That's what you'd have to do. Copyright friend in 2021. No.
All right. So what's going on next?
Go to somewhere else.
Sure. Now, there was
Um,
that. If you travel back to the initial kind of four-way intersection, there was the right path, or here in this hallway, there's kind of like the main hall that continues on.
Let you real career folks decide.
What's the next most left way?
yeah.
Well,
I
technically,
don't like thinking about this too hard.
technically, if you were to stand kind of facing back out of the library, your left would be going back up the stairs, and the next left would be going in the direction of that four-way intersection that you haven't explored yet.
Well, we haven't been there.
There
And
you go.
still a left eventually.
Right.
No,
Correct. Aye.
So you'll head back up the stairs. You take the left. You enter this chamber that's shrouded in dense clouds of hot steam. Peering through the haze, you and your companions can make out a half dozen or more furnaces. These large, egg-shaped ovens built of brick and plaster. The furnaces are connected by copper tubes and funnels that feed to one another before finally emptying into a final furnace, which still glows white with heat.
Now, this is looking like an Alembic.
What about the Olympics?
Yeah.
Is it like hot in here?
Oh, yeah, it's hot, steamy.
Someone got to make me do like a triathlon or something.
Bad amounts of hot, or just like kind
like
of
a,
warm?
Like a hot sauna.
So not like, oh god, I'm burning alive.
Right. Yeah, and you can
Okay.
see there's 6 of these ovens, not onions, all along the wall, all connected with piping and tubing, and they all connect into this final larger oven at the end of this hall that's a little bit larger, and it's still white hot. It's still going.
Rather than blooming onions or blazing onions.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we go see what those onions do?
I mean,
Go check out those
may
onions.
as well. No reason to be feeling sticky in funny places without at least checking around.
Only one of them appears to be on, or
Yeah.
if we crack open one of the off ones, does it look like there's anything in it?
Yeah, if you want to open one of them up, you peer inside of it, and you can see it's a pile of ash on a long stone plank,
Or
whatever
they
you want to
burned
call
their
it.
pizza.
And on this long stone, this ash is actually kind of in the shape of a body, a humanoid
Ooh.
body.
Oh.
It's a weird shape to make a pizza in.
Yeah.
And is it like the size of a humanoid body as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to agree. That's a messed up pizza.
Yeah, I've heard of Tombstone Pizza before, but
Oh.
I'll give it points for that one. Everyone gets a point of fleeting luck.
All right.
Yay.
Rest in
Yay.
pepperoni.
I mean, boo.
All right. Yeah, what's going on?
Well, it might be worth trying to find a way to shut off the one that's on if these things are cooking up fake people to do magical bidding and whatnot.
well, or they're
I think it might be
destroying them.
cooking corpses into piles of ash.
Either way.
So might be
So
worth it to check the other ones before we go muck with the one that's
We-
on.
Would you say that this material looks like it's made out of iron in this oven?
No, the ovens are made out of brick and clay.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and start just checking more of the.
You
off
find
buttons.
in the 6 off onion ovens, not onions.
I love
ovens.
it.
They're just onions now.
Damn onions.
You find the same thing in
Strange.
all of them.
Okay.
Well, let's go over to that last bigger one and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, it's still white hot. It's still got some kind of heat going through it. You can see the copper piping connecting into it. You can see there is a valve connected to it. So maybe if you were thinking of shutting off whatever's feeding this thing, you could use that valve.
Okay. And anybody want to just beat the crap out of this pipe real hard?
I mean, we might not want to break it in case whatever's in there needs to die aggressively.
Yeah. Or maybe if whatever is coming through that pipe might be flammable.
Well, why don't
Oh.
I make a force barrier in front of the entrance? Just in case something bad is in there. I could try it before we open it up.
Just
Yeah.
leave like enough gap to
Yeah.
open it.
Yeah. And then I could always move it quickly in the way if something bad's in there.
That seems like some thinking.
I mean, it's something.
So what's going on?
Worth a try, at least.
I like something a lot more than nothing.
Me
Screw
too.
it. Choose an action wins.
All right, so let's see. I can create a floating platform of force energy, 3 feet above the ground. It's disc shaped, 3 foot diameter. It can carry 100 pounds, so it's kind of horizontal. At best, it's gonna maybe keep a big thing from squeezing out. Is kind of where I'm at.
Okay. So you move your force disc in front of the door to this.
Yeah.
What happens next?
Who wants
So
to turn the knob?
I'll probably
I'll
concentrate
turn it.
on the. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll turn the knob while he's holding the thing in front of the door.
You go up and you grab a hold of this knob to turn it. This knob is insanely hot, immediately burning your hand.
I'm gonna-
What?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead. You're fine.
Dealing you 3 damage.
Okay. I'm going to cast Protect, Resist Cold or Heat, and then try and do it again.
Okay. You completed the task.
Oh, I did get it turned? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then,
You just took 3 damage during the process. As you turn off the knob, the oven starts shaking. You can see the heat kind of starts dissipating. It cools off. And all of a sudden,
maybe you should
The-
back away.
oven ruptures, sending scattered chunks of brick and mortar all over. And there's this strange snap. And all of a sudden, all you hear is like that tinnitus ring, just that low, like, boo.
Oh no. We've been modern warfared.
Oh, no.
As the rubble of this oven, not an onion,
Man, you have got it bad with that tonight, man.
I do.
Well, we keep doing it, so it doesn't make
Yeah.
it easier.
It's
Hey.
mine's onion.
Creature, a small humanoid creature, floats up out of the rubble. It has a grotesque, vastly oversized head with 6 faces wrapping around its head. Its thin, pale arms clutches its skeletal rib cage as its stunted legs hang down lifelessly below it. The entire thing looks like it's made of like wet, fleshy clay as it floats up into the air, and the different eyes all scan around the room. And it's just moments of all you can hear is this ringing, and you can see this thing. And then the silence stop. And then the 6 voices coming out of this thing all speak one word together. Submit.
No.
Yeah. Why? Why would we do that, guys? Why?
I am the Godhead. You will submit.
What's in it for us?
You will become my apostles.
Okay.
You will carry out my will.
Yeah.
Does it come with dental, personal power? What? You got to sell us a little harder than that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying we're saying no. We're,
I will rule this world.
401k.
And I will
we
allow
kinda
you
got
all
that.
life as my servants, or the
this
rest will face death.
I don't know. You're not really giving us much upside here. You're telling us about some bad we'll avoid, but like, do you have 401k or, retirement savings? Do you match?
All of a sudden, this thing sharply rotates as a different
Oh.
face faces you. Do you have 401k? Do you match? Pathetic mortal. As then it rotates back, and the 6 voices speak again. Submit.
This isn't my campaign, so I don't want to make decisions here.
I mean, do you have some sort of form you need us to sign or something, or
Let's talk to the other guy. Bring the other guy back.
He was fun.
It rotates sharply again there, Mornath, and a different face presents itself towards you as its eyes glow green for a second, as all of a sudden these beams of energy shoot out of its eyes at you. I need you to make me a reflex save, Mornath.
No, I'm sure I failed that.
You did. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
On that, go ahead, Jeremy.
no? I mean, that pretty much seals it for me.
I was
then.
going to say that's
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for too.
We're going to do popcorn. I'm just going to roll myself a d7. That's going to pick who goes first. I will be on a 7. That's a 1. Jake?
Boy. I'm gonna pull out the sacred bugs and hold them up in a threatening manner.
Mm-hmm.
Inverted commas.
You hold up the bugs in a threatening manner. It doesn't seem to bother it in any way, but all of a sudden, all of the faces together let out this screech, this sonic attack. Everyone needs to make me a fortitude save.
No. 42. Where you at?
Oh, same thing. Oh,
Oh,
I keep
gosh.
duking left.
And those were
Come
a
on.
couple crit fails on there, so all their fleeting luck is gone,
Oh, my
if there was any.
gosh.
And it looks like,
One.
Jake, you're the only one who passes it. Everyone else,
Cannot
Oh,
make
man.
a save for anything.
Mm-mm.
everyone else
tonight.
takes 9 points of damage,
Oh,
and you are all deafened for the next 3 rounds,
delightful.
Oh, I'm looking pretty bad.
except for Jake.
Bad.
Jake can hear us all screaming.
Jake, who's going
Congratulations,
next?
Jake.
Oh, jeez. Jeremy.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what I can do that's gonna be
Does this thing have? I know it's got multiple faces. Does it have ears at all?
Actually, no, you don't see any ears on it.
All right. Well, I don't appreciate the fact that my head's rattling, so I want to just do a big jumping overhead chop right on the top of his brain pan there to just leave him with his head ringing too. I'd like to do a little tit for tat.
There you go.
Yeah, you bastard. Don't like you at all. That's not bad.
Good D die.
Yeah. So 17?
17. Give me just a second. $17 is a hit.
Nice. So 11 damage. So then I'll get a D14 plus 10. Oof,
23 is a hit.
nice. Okay, so 23 should hit. So then we'll have a D8 plus 9 for damage. And I'm just going to make a guess. I probably shouldn't even really bother with my shield bash roll. But, you know, I'll roll it anyways. So why not?
So is that 16 damage?
We got a.
Yeah, 16 damage for the second hit with the chopper.
Also, Eddie Frankenstein just bought everyone a point of fleeting luck.
Nice.
Ooh,
So, yeah.
man, thank you.
Go ahead and bust out your shield bash. And what was it you were
Yeah.
doing with your deed?
I was basically just trying to bong in the
Like
head.
daze it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just being a petty bastard trying to wring its head after it wrung my
Sure.
head. Because, yeah, nothing describes Forbowdy better than petty.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll that shield attack.
Okay, so that'd be what? D8 plus 8. Okay. D14 plus 8. 13.
That's a hit.
Wow, okay. So that'd be D4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 8. Okay. It's not magic, but it's 10 if it does anything.
It does something. All right. As you donk this thing in the head, one of its faces whips around. It's just feet from you is this foul breath. You can smell it, and it screams out at you. Do you not know who I am?
No, I don't.
And then it whips back around to the original configuration. Jeremy, who's going next?
Let's get. I see Ray pulling out some smolder. I can't deny the smolder.
There you go.
All right. So I'm going to do something stupid, and I'm burning enough spell burn to guarantee the top result on Invoke Patron.
Are
Oh,
you
no.
still frog form?
I might be. No, I didn't get it for many rounds, so I'm guessing not.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't have been able to cast that disc either if I were.
Okay.
Because of the concentration. But so I'm going to go ahead and say, barring like a completely botched roll, this should go off. So let me try it. Invoke Patron. I've just burnt so many core stats.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just rolled like a 43. So, because I burnt that many stats.
Good
So,
God.
Oh my
Dear
lord.
Lord.
I'm down to like 2s and everything. So 32 plus. Babugbabil sends an avatar, page 402, Chuck, for the stats, and to fight for me ferociously for 2d6 rounds. And also I get plus 6 to my strength as long as it's here. So 2d6 rounds for 6 rounds. You get page 402 stats to attack this thing.
So you're saying we're gonna get some hot god on god action?
That's what I was hoping for. I wanted it bad.
Yeah.
If this thing really is the face of a god, he's going to face my god.
It is a devil frog the size of a pony.
Oh my.
Devil frog.
I've got a 3 in agility and a 4 in stamina now, which is great.
Dear Lord. Brendan, real quick, give me a D12 roll.
Okay. 8.
Okay. All right. I'm going to count the devil frog as another contestant or another
Okay.
combatant.
Okay.
So, Friendin, who's going next? Your demon frog is an option.
Would anybody mind if I go ahead and give that a shot? Take up 2 turns. Do you mind? Anybody? All right. I'd like
By all
to
means.
pilot that guy. What can I do, Chuck? I don't have the manual in front of me. I can find stuff.
So he's pretty much got a pretty hefty bite attack
Okay.
that also has some vampiric abilities tied to it.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and give that a shot then. I'm going to attack him.
D20 plus 6.
Okay. D20 plus 6. Oh, wow.
That goes all of our fleeting luck. You should have let me roll it. It wouldn't have affected your fleeting luck.
Yeah, that's a shame.
All right. Fleeting luck is gone as the giant frog leaps out at this creature but misses.
All right. With that in mind, I'm gonna pass to our cleric. I think somebody had said that they were in a bad way. Bert was, so I'm gonna pass it to Tyler.
All right. I think a lot of us are in a bad way at this point.
yeah.
Someone in chat was asking if this is going to be a Kickstarter. I have no idea. If you search the Goodman Games newsletter on the Goodman Games website, they got a little more information on this. I have no idea if it's going to Kickstart or not, or just go straight.
I want to
retail.
try and paralyze this 6-headed god creature.
Sure.
Oh, that's not a very good roll.
It's a 13.
Well, my hands and weapons are charged with energy of paralysis.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a shame.
Okay. So Friendin went. The frog went. That means I get to make another one of these rolls. You charge your weapons, but then all of a sudden, this thing does another one of those sonic attacks. Why doesn't everyone give me a fortitude save?
Boy.
15 is the number.
I'm gonna burn a luck.
If you fail, you take 7 points of damage, and you're deafened for another 3 rounds.
I'm at 0.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, Tyler, who was going after you?
Let's let our other cleric go. Maybe he can make better decisions than me.
Oh, probably not. For one, I basically don't have any significant healing capabilities.
Lay on hands, man.
hands.
You always got to lay on hands.
I can only heal one person, I think.
I know.
It's
Yep.
better than no people.
That is better than no people. That's true.
It's true.
Despite popular opinion, 1 is bigger than 0.
Yes, it's just he's hitting everyone.
Yeah.
That totally blows my idea. Somebody's down. Is that?
Tyler's down.
Yeah, I'm down completely.
Well, I feel like that's probably the person that we gotta try and heal first.
At least you can both heal then after that.
Yeah.
All right, lay on hands, Tyler.
Yeah. Let's. It's a D30 still.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
lawful to neutral, so it's 1 step.
Just 1 step or 2 step.
I'm lawful. So
So roll
it's
your
only one.
D30. You're right. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
saying
that-
your alignment difference is 1 step.
Yeah. I
Sounds-
blew that up. I should have run. I should have done what I wanted to do.
33.
You will get 5 dice. No, 4 dice. Sorry.
So
4 hit dice worth of healing on my hit dice. So
Dan,
I should have done what I wanted to do.
but you didn't.
No way. No.
Yeah.
cleric
You
hit
know,
dice a
no.
D8, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So Dan, is one of these faces whip around to face you, and lets out a strong scream focused at you. Go ahead and make me a reflex save.
I can't make those.
Okay.
Can do. Oh no, you can't do it.
Take 9 damage.
I'll be right back. Oh, jeez.
Okay. Dan, who's going after you?
Is this
hasn't
thing
gone?
get turns or is its turns just reacting to us?
Its turns are just reacting.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Then who hasn't gone yet?
Bert,
Bert. All right.
Jake,
Bert
have you
is-
gone?
Not since I held up the bugs. I don't know if another turn came around since then.
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
no. So yeah,
Okay.
Bert, you're up, and you'll get to go first next time, Bert.
I am going to spell burn 10 points
Wow.
and cast Scorching Ray.
All right.
Bert and I making it happen with them point burns.
Yeah.
Yes. 3 1d12 plus caster level raise. Add it.
Ooh.
Does it get any save or does it just hit?
Not for this. Yeah, it just
Okay.
hits. It takes this damage.
Sure.
40 points of damage, and it must make a will reflex save or it catches fire.
And it's got to
I'm
beat.
glad you have offensive spells because I am all defensive spells.
It's got to beat 22. Is that right?
Well, no, you're 22. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Reflex. 23.
Ooh.
It's
So it
not on
doesn't catch
fire,
fire.
but you still dealt it 40 damage.
Right.
This
Okay.
thing is looking super rough. It does get to react to you.
Hold on.
Okay,
I
go
get
ahead.
2 actions.
Oh,
because,
yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
We keep forgetting about those multiple actions.
Yeah.
guys.
Yes.
Yeah, I should use that. Too.
Let's see. I am going to. We'll attack it with my sword.
Sure
That's the
thing.
magic orc sticker.
Sure thing.
15.
15 is a hit.
Only 2 more points.
All right, it's still,
Still
up.
42 points of damage.
That is
Yeah, that's
a lot.
awesome.
It's pretty darn good.
Let's see. I need to roll a d20. Oh, it didn't do anything. This is that. You know what? We've had that one so many times. I want to re-roll it just because it's not entertaining. Okay, this thing raises up into the air, clear to the ceiling, and then drops down with some kind of like magical force to just 5 feet of the ground. Everyone needs to make a luck test.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh,
So
accidentally rolled it twice, but still made it.
Double lucky.
oh man.
What kind of check are we rolling?
Luck.
Luck.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So those of you who fail your luck test,
Mhm.
you are going to take 8 points of damage. Is falling debris rain down from the ceiling and land.
I am at -7.
Mornath
Elf
is down.
down.
Yeah. All right. So Mornath, it passes on to your turn, but you're down.
Yep. I just bleed quietly.
That's fine. So Bert, who do you want to pick to go after you?
How about our bashy guy? For booty, for body. Get in there.
Howdy.
No, I don't want you to think this. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. This is personal. You're really starting to piss me off. You stupid little multi-faced baby. I'm gonna spin my D die, hacking and smashing and trying to beat as many of those stupid faces in as I can. I hate your face. No more yelling.
Just
I want to break your teeth. I want to break some baby teeth. Because that's what a hero does.
These are just facts.
Oh,
good
6.
die.
That's a good D die. Okay, for a 27 to hit and 12 damage.
You slay it.
Oh,
I
good.
hate your stupid baby face.
Thank goodness.
And just rolls it over and makes sure to hit every single face a couple times.
There you go.
My,
Just in case.
The avatar of Bugmabills just looks at me and shrugs about the one hit before it dissipates into nothing else about the miss. It's just like, I miss.
Called me here for this. Eh.
There you go.
Nice to see you.
All right. Yeah, you slay this thing. It is down.
I think the first thing we should be doing is healing Bert.
Yeah, I have 5 hit points.
Yeah, I have
Right.
2.
Well, they heal Bert. I'm going to take
only
what's
got 2
left
hit
of
points out
the
of 4
multi-god
hit
baby.
die?
I got 10, and then I took 8 damage to a falling rock.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. That's right.
Okay.
But that's still not
Bert,
very
you
much.
get 4 hit die worth of healing.
4 hit die. Okay.
So Jake, you steal the corpse.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in one of the other ovens.
Okay. Now the other ovens, they're not doing anything, not producing any heat, but you just toss it in there.
Yeah.
Cool. You do. And it's now in the oven.
Yeah.
So, what happens next?
Do we still have anger-free healing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think all of us could go with some healing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the thing here in this area is that there's no disapproval for clerics. So if you all just spend a few minutes, you can actually just spam max heal everyone as long as you don't have any kind of class mechanic preventing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just touch each other until we feel better.
Duck, duck,
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah. Can we heal his spellburn that way or not? Probably not.
No.
Mm-mm.
Spellburn has to be natural healing to get it back.
Is it okay?
Makes sense because you're like
That'd be a little
supernaturally
broken.
giving it away.
Yeah.
Technically, restore vitality can restore spellburn.
Oh, well then I would like that very much as well.
I'll give it a shot.
You sure about that?
It says whether caused by spellburn, monster attack, broken limbs, or other means.
Oh,
It's
okay.
And now
Just,
it does say in the directions, don't abuse this to
Yeah, I was going to say
spellburn a whole
because
bunch, and
yeah,
so
Maybe
says
give
you-
Bert and I each one and see where it goes. That doesn't feel like super abuse.
yeah,
I don't know.
basically it just says don't abuse it to do what you just did with
Right.
20 points of spellburn, and then
Yeah, which is
boom,
kind
all
of
better. Although because we're in a room where we don't incur mad gods, well, it failed anyway. So
All right, well there we go.
gods don't want me to do it.
Answer given. So we can at least bump up to full health.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so in this area is just the path that continues past the library.
I assume we haven't been down it yet.
No, you have not.
Okay.
That seems like the logical thing to do then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
I like logic.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so you make your way down the path, and eventually this passage opens up to a narrow balcony overlooking a vast waterfall. Thundering torrents of water pours from the darkness above and crashes into the void below. Narrow ledges. God, I combine
Ridges?
those. Narrow
Just
ledges.
tongue-tied tonight.
Narrow onions.
Narrow onions run the circumference of the cavern, slick
Causing you to
with black
cry.
slime. Yeah. Slick with black slime, constantly hammered by sheets of falling water, and scarcely a foot wide, a dangerous path to be sure. And you can see there's some kind of opening on the far side of this giant waterfall cavern.
Boy, would you feel like making another one of those fancy floating discs?
I think that sounds like an okay idea. I'll give it a shot. I do.
That's a good one.
There you go.
25 will get us wall of force 10-foot square per level in size. So like a 50-foot square that we can move around. It'll take 50 point.
Make a whole floor.
Yeah, I'm going to see. I get 1d6 turns plus caster level. So let's see how long it lasts.
6 turns.
6 turns. It's like an hour.
Yeah. So,
That should get us through this room safely, I think.
yeah, how are you using this wall? That's the next question.
So what does everybody think? Like we use it horizontally as a floor and we kind of magic carpet ourselves?
Now,
I mean, oh, go ahead.
just gonna
yeah.
put out there, seeing how this water is just kind of rocketing out from above, you could definitely do that. But there are occasional, like, just walls of water that just kind of crash across the cavern. You could do it, but you would be concerned that it might on occasion risk slapping you off of your wall of force.
I can move it at will, so I'm gonna try and see what happens. Everybody step back, maybe like exit out as much as you can, and I'm gonna push it up against where the water is coming out of. It's see if I
Use
can
the
little
roof.
Dutch boy that. Yeah.
It's a very large chamber. Even with it being
Okay.
50 foot, I don't think you can block all of it. You could
Okay.
definitely block portions that are directly overhead if you want to try and shimmy
use it-
across this ledge.
Like use it as an umbrella for us
Yeah.
as yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So yeah, that makes things a lot easier. Why doesn't everyone go ahead and give me an agility test?
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go.
I'm looking for 5 is the number.
An agility test or a reflex save?
Ooh, crit
Ooh, that's funny.
success.
Look at that.
Was
There
that?
we
Everybody gets a fleeting luck.
I'm sorry. Was it agility check or reflex save?
I was going with an agility test.
Okay.
So you want to go under your agility? Is that what you're shooting
For this, it's just over. So if you just click on agility on your character sheet,
Okay. All
yeah,
right,
just
well,
click on the
got over.
agility. Yeah, you want to roll over it. So, yeah, 5. I want 5 is the number. Anyone who rolls 5 or above passes.
Boy, we all made it just barely.
That's good. That wall of force shielding you made this a lot easier. You make your way across, making that giant cavern a relatively easy thing. In the far side of the waterfall, it's eerily quiet despite the cascade of wall, or the cascading wall of water sealing half the chamber. Opposite the waterfall is this grotto. A translucent woman, giant, lazes within, borne aloft by a flume of water. A trio of watery warriors stand before her throne, bearing bright lances. Like their mistress, each of the enormous warriors rests atop a roaring flume of water. This woman stands about 20 feet tall. Of course, she's sitting lazily on this thing like it's a throne. And she's got these 3 guards that are about 15 foot tall. The guards, you can tell just kind of their shape. They're watching you as you all approach, but the woman on the throne isn't paying you any mind.
So just before we start strategizing, I would know this, so you would know this for being with me for a long time, probably.
Mm-hmm.
The wall protects against physical attacks, magic missiles, heat, cold, and lightning. And it'll absorb like 50 HP. And we cannot attack or cast spells through this version of it. So it's just defensive.
It's literally a wall.
Yeah.
So what's the
We
plan?
can see through it though.
We can see through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's sitting on this throne, not paying you any attention.
Someone feel particularly charismatic here.
You're the stinking cleric. I don't know.
I have no personality. It's the worst stat on this character from the start. I wouldn't negotiate anyway. Rockgut's not about that life.
Go on, go talk to her. See what she wants. As I
Yeah, you
nudge
there, talky boy. You said talk, so talk. As we get him killed.
Either
Yeah.
you talk to him or I talk
No,
to
you
him.
can do this. I mean, look at you. You're a tall, handsome man. You know, you've got the charm. You got the charisma. You've got this. You're just her type. She's gonna love you.
Looks like he's invoking patronizing.
I don't understand that, but I like it.
So what's going on?
I would not be inclined to talk to it. I know that for sure. I'm a gruff, chaotic, bashy.
So you're all
elf
standing there.
I'm just holding the shield, waiting to blast it in front of us if we get attacked.
I suppose I'll try to draw some attention and just kind of snap my fingers like, excuse me, down here.
I'll give the wolf whistle.
I can't whistle or I'd do it. I'm
So
a terrible whistler.
Jake, as you call out, she finally, lazily casts her eyes on you. And her face just lights up. hang on just a second. I saw a question in chat I want to answer. So Eddie Frankenstein, if you check out youtube.com/c/Defenders of Kobold, go to our playlist. We have 2 playlists up for Dark Trails right now. And then also here in the next couple of months, our Rime of the Frostmaiden playthrough will start hitting YouTube as well. So Defenders of Kobold on YouTube, and that's where all of our Dark Trail stuff shows up. And we've got the Plight of Sour Creek up there currently, and Death Crawls West for our current Dark Trail stuff that's there. I think if you look around, you may also be able to find the last will and testament of Obadiah Faulkner. So Jake, she looks towards you and her eyes light up and she hops off her throne and she glides up to you, like up to the wall, like, my friends, it is so great to see you. I'm so happy that you're here and bearing gifts. This is wonderful.
I'm like leaning back with my hands up like, what is this?
What gifts you think we given?
You
Just
bring
so
me,
we knows.
You've brought me the stars of the Dwarven Lords.
Is that those little chess pieces?
No, we got those rocks
the
earlier.
gems.
What was that about?
I wasn't here for that.
Stars of the Dwarven Lord.
It was in the Earth area. You all
Right.
found these giant gemstones, which are part of Dwarven like history, folklore.
I got an idea. I whisper to the group. I put the invisible platform in the cavern to the left of us. And we all throw the stones, making it look like we threw them down there. And then we could always bring them back up on the platform in the end and still have them. You just got to aim kind of good.
Do we have a reason to?
I'm saying if it turns bad, I'll shift it down there, and then y'all do that. But we don't know if it's going to turn bad.
What do you want with the stars, lady?
Just they're beautiful. I just want to have them for my collection. I'm willing to, if you do not want to give them freely, I'm willing to trade.
What
Trade,
would you
say?
trade?
Yes. What is it that brings you here? Maybe I can help.
Well, I was personally here to get rich and crush an alembic that could potentially kill everybody.
Oh, you want to stop the Alembic?
Yeah.
I could help you with that.
Is that your goal too?
Can we trust her?
I don't care. They're paying me to be here, but if you give me the stars, that will be far more, and I will gladly accept that, and I will turn off my portion of the Alembic and be on my way.
Oh, she's a portion of the Olympic.
And I'll pull out the
star that
gem
you've
that
got.
I'm
Yeah.
holding, and I'll give it to her then.
The wall of force prevents you two from exchanging it.
Oh,
I will shift it from outside of the wall just a little bit so you can snake your hand if you want.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
like, oh, sorry, my
She,
shoulders.
she
just,
takes it like, this is
gonna knock it.
fantastic. Now the other 4, and our deal will be complete.
Man, is it worth all 5 stars of the Dwarven Lords
That's my price.
for the balance of the universe?
It's either you
Probably.
give them to me and we get along, or I kill you all right here and now and I take them anyway. I would much prefer to have this be a peaceful and kind encounter. You get what
One
you
gem
want.
coming up, lady.
So she's got 2 of them now. 3 more now.
Who all had them? I don't remember.
I think we each took one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
someone didn't have one, but I don't. Maybe we'll say
we could say it's
Christopher.
Chris. Yeah.
he
okay.
didn't have one.
I'm gonna. I'm just kind of chaotic and evil, and if she's bad, we kill her. So I'm gonna hand her the gem as well.
She takes it. All right.
I'll give her mine.
That's 4. We have 1 left. She looks at Forbouty. Come, friend, hand over your priceless heirloom of your heritage. It's worth it. You're saving the world. A small price to pay.
Are you some sort of god or something?
I am the queen mother of the elemental plane of water.
Time out just a second, lady. I'm going to lean over to Patty and say, didn't you take the best shot of the elemental of Earth and just kind of just smash to death the one of fire? I'm going to shrug like, we could save the world and get our money back.
Okay, here I have a thought. And just bear with me, because you have to understand this is like heritage of my people and all.
Yeah.
But water is a very important component in brewing. Could I have some sort of never-ending flask of magical water from you that I could use to brew magical ale?
You'll give me the stone. I'll turn off my water here and I will return home. And you want a magical flask of never-ending water that you can use to brew your ale. Is that's the deal?
Can you fix this arm?
No.
Maybe his arm.
Shit.
No.
But I can give you the flask.
Clack, clack, clack.
And she produces from behind her back a silver flask with like all sorts of like intricate etchings, and it's real beautiful. It's the most delicious, crisp, clean, and cool water you'll ever have, and it will never end.
All right. Well,
don't spill it; you'll drown.
deal.
She takes the stone. She hands you the flask. The waterfall stops. All the water in the chamber just dries up and vanishes along with her and her guards. You're now standing in this dried out chamber where this waterfall was.
So if she took her part of the Alembic, did we just fix things?
Part of it?
Well, I think we got to get all 3 parts or 4 parts or whatever it is.
Just to be safe, we need to make sure that no functioning aspects of the Alembic are left. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
All right.
We can always break it apart and then, sell parts of it, I guess.
Quickly, her head reappears out of the floor. Now, I must warn you, you all seem nice giving me the gems, but I'm afraid you don't look too bright. The Alembic needs to be in certain configurations to access certain sections of the elemental earth area and the elemental fire area. So have fun with that. And she disappears again.
Shit.
I don't think that was her saying that.
Well, I'll
some
give
reason.
it to you. The person who was supposed to tell you that information, you stabbed in the back, and the 2 free questions you got, you didn't ask any relevant questions to the problem at hand.
Whoops.
Oh, shit. I still stand by the questions we did ask.
Oops. Again.
So,
At least we could reenact all the crimes of the wet bandits with that new fancy flask.
oh snap, you could.
I'm pretty excited, if I'm being honest.
I think this was a good deal.
I'll be
Imagine
right
the
back.
shenanigans you can get up to with unlimited water.
It's true. I could turn into a tadpole and the rest of you could die. So
Over a very, very long period of time, you could flood the whole dungeon.
the entire Earth.
Killed everything inside of it.
Be like a Kevin Costner movie with Dennis Hopper in it, where cigarettes are currency.
Yeah,
That's
we could.
great.
Wait a second. I know that movie.
Huh,
So.
What a world.
What a water world.
Yeah.
What happens next?
I
This
guess
section of
what-
the
go
dungeon
backwards.
is complete.
So is there
Yeah.
anything ahead where she had started, where her guards were and stuff?
Oh,
Nothing
yes,
to
there
find?
is. I'm sorry. I completely missed something. Thanks for asking about that.
You're
Beyond her chamber is another small room. And this room contains, looks like 3 reflecting pools. A pool on the left has fluid in it. The pool in the center has nothing. And the pool on the right has water in it.
We should put some water in the other pool.
Do have a source of water, my friend. Yeah.
So what's going on?
Elementary, my dear water son.
Yeah.
You fill up that pool?
Yes.
You do so and nothing happens.
Oh, shit. Shoot. That's my one.
If we look into them, is there anything to see in them? Peer upon them?
Sure. So you peer into the one on the left, and you look. You see your reflection, but you're many years younger, missing scars and any lasting wounds that you've had. You peer into the center one, and it's just your reflection. You peer into the one on the right, and you see yourself, but you look much older. You're covered with wrinkles and creases, and your hair has gone gray.
If I take a little sip out of that one on the left.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, you take a drink out of the one on the left. I want you to roll me a D12.
Okay.
God, I hope we don't have another party member turn into a child.
You become 9 years younger than you are right now.
Oh, fuck.
You also lose 1 level.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And you gain your maximum luck is increased by 4.
Well,
Wow.
it's not bad,
Except for losing a level.
except for losing a level.
You need to adjust your character sheet for that.
How what do I do for losing a level? Do I have to?
Subtract 1 hit die, I would say.
Yeah,
of
roll a hit
HP.
die and subtract it from your max. And then check the cleric's listing.
You lose a couple of spells, and
Your reflex fort
your
will,
saves change.
Yeah, your saves
Yeah.
will change.
Jeez. Did I get my arm fixed?
Sure, yeah. Any injuries, any scars you had, all gone.
It's kind of a decent trade-off. You probably don't want to be
your
a crab
arm's
claw
back
man.
to regular old arm.
There we go. I guess I'll take it.
Huh. So
That's the
middle
point.
one is just kind of us.
I want to drink from the older one.
Sure thing. You age. Oh, hang on, I gotta
I
remember
hope
how
it's a
to type.
small number.
10 years.
It's not bad.
You gain a level. And you lose. Hang on a second. 3 points of strength, 1 point of agility, and 1 point of luck. So your maximum of those are all permanently decreased.
3 points of strength, 1 of agility, and 1 of luck.
Yep.
Well, I didn't have much any of those either way.
I'm going to send my familiar, my little imp demon, to the middle pool to have a sip.
Sure, they have a sip, nothing happens.
Oh, refreshing.
I'm just gonna drink my own water here, okay? It's good stuff, really. It is. It just.
Definitely worth the universe.
I mean, hey, you saved the world, and you did this. It makes me feel really good. And frankly, what had the kings and queens of the Dwarven Kingdom ever really done for me, right?
Fair. It's fair.
So what happens next?
I got an idea.
Yeah?
The 5-star brewery.
I've got an idea. I'm going to take... Go ahead, sorry.
I'm just agreeing with him, that's all.
Oh, I thought Dan rolled something, but then I realized he was doing his character stuff. So I'm gonna take a flask, and I'm gonna fill it equally from the left pool and the right pool, and give it to my familiar, and be like, buddy, you got to take one for the home team here.
Sure. He drinks it and nothing happens.
All right, that's what I was guessing. Okay. I think I'm good then, but I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything, or do we want to move on? Okay. Where do you want to go? Back to the central chamber?
Sorry, I'm still de-leveling myself here.
That's fine.
The next most leftward path.
Sure. You all head back out into that central chamber. And a couple things have changed. One, the water pouring down into the maelstrom below is gone. It's not there anymore. Two, that green stream of whatever it was coming from above is also gone.
Interesting. Oh, we got to do that to all three sides, don't we?
So now it's just the fire and the earth feeding this maelstrom below.
All right.
Well, we've already been to the fire side.
No, you haven't been to fire. You've been to
No,
the
we've
earth
been to the
side,
earth.
but you had...
But we missed something, obviously.
Yeah, we fought the Wolf King.
Yeah, maybe we need to like. She mentioned something about like some sort of configuration about how he put it together. Maybe that's why we didn't see what we needed to see.
Okay. So what do you want to do? We got...
So what? We go back to the central chamber and align everything. Oh, which one is it? Don't we have a handout that shows an alignment?
You're on the Grand Alembic, and that kind of shows where the different portions roll up. Let me look at handouts and see. You got the glyphs handouts, the 3 notes. Now, I'm not seeing anything else that goes along with that.
No, we don't. We really have just been kind of guessing, checking our way through so far.
Do we still get the benefit of our crazy dice rolls in this section?
No, now that
No.
you've moved out into the central section, everything's back to normal.
Oh, how disappointing. I could try and use second sight and see if that provides some guidance, perhaps, on turning the dial a certain number of times.
Sure. If you want to do it, roll it. Tell me what the effect is.
Let's see what I get here. Nothing.
Okay. That's a critical fail. Everyone loses their fleeting luck.
Again. Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be that way, though.
Yeah. Failure is what takes place.
Failure was the name that they gave me.
I should
Me
have
too.
gone back to the other room.
So just a thought. All right, so we got a copy of that, the glyphs, the fire, earth, water, air, and void, and then 5 animals: goat, lion, worm, wolf. If I remember my astronomy right, aren't specific creatures, like, isn't lion and associated with fire, for instance?
I would not doubt that. I unfortunately don't know those associations.
Chuck, are we allowed to Google?
If you want to Google that, I will tell you that train of thought isn't going to actually come into play for this.
Okay.
Do an intelligence test to see if you can use Google.
Yeah.
That's how it should work.
I like that.
That's how it should
actually.
work.
Bad.
Yeah. Trained or untrained? I don't know. I've been using the web for years. I never took a class, though.
So, what's going to happen?
So, I'm terrible at these puzzles.
You're now looking, that to the... if we kind of line this up in the 4 cardinal directions, you just came from the north, which is the water. To the west is earth. And to the south is fire. And to the east, it just ends in a dead end. That was the path you entered through, while it was aligned to the south, which is the worm.
And how many of the passages have we tried, like, with the standing on it, inside of it, then doing it?
You
Like,
just did
I
that
think of-
once for the earth.
Once for the earth?
And you
Okay,
just
so
stood in the initial chamber. You didn't explore that chamber with
After.
its rotated.
Okay. So we still have to do that minimally to 2 more, and ideally to all of them a bit with some exploration. So do we want to try doing that while we're center now? So do you want to just hit one we haven't done and give that a shot?
Might
I
as
kind of would
well.
almost rather go through Earth since we know what we're expecting in Earth. But
Okay.
What were
'cause
you saying,
we-
Bert?
No, that's fine. Go ahead. Just-
But I'm up to letting other people vote on what they want to do.
Earth's as good as any other. We have to check them. So
Fair enough, then. I'm okay with it.
Speaking of knowing what's coming, I think we should all take position around where all that goop likes to come up through the floor and get
Ooh,
ready to jump whatever comes out.
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about
That's fair.
and do that.
Thanks, Chris Dan, for
What do you mean, Arian? You've been here all along.
Yes. Mm.
Oh, sorry, copyright strike for the theme song. I should probably.
Yeah.
I don't think it
I've
counts
just
as it's
had
a
my eyes
parody.
shut and my ears plugged the whole time, and I've been being drug along by a rope.
Yeah. It's how I met your mother.
That was a strange courtship, according to the stories I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, she did it to me first.
It's developing trust.
Yeah, it was part of a trust fall exercise on our pyramid scheme.
I landed
Trust me.
right on a rope.
Trust blindfold rope exercise.
That's right. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So yeah, you head to the Earth Chamber. You can all enter freely. You're standing in that central room where if you move that one wall, you can either go kind of forward or you can go left. Left was that long hallway that you took that eventually got you to the that Wolf King, and then straight ahead was the kind of the complex where that giant stone ball dropped out of the ceiling and kind of smashed that path.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Didn't
It
try
looks-
to Indiana Jones you. Or did it?
It
No,
kind of did, yeah.
It kind of did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were stupid enough that we weren't in the right spot though, so
Yep.
it didn't work.
Yeah, we outsmarted it by being stupid. Yeah. So I don't know. Why don't we try the chamber that had the stone in it first, since we were just picking one.
Okay.
So you make your way back to that chamber. It's not a problem. The traps have all been sprung. You're standing in that chamber. You can walk up and you can peer down this pit, but all of the steps that were leading down to it have all been smashed apart.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Do we try turning the thing and see what happens?
Sure.
Yeah.
Which way do you want to turn the thing?
Oof. Do we want to always just pick a direction, kind of like we do left? Do we want to do like
Always.
counterclockwise?
Clockwise or always counterclockwise,
Yeah, so
yeah.
that way we can keep track of what we've done.
I won't argue against that.
Okay.
No, I like the sound of that.
Clockwise or
counterclockwise.
counterclockwise?
We typically go the left-handed path. That sounds like a counter sort of
That's
thing
what
to
I was
me.
thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look at chaos is in the lion. Where do you want to rotate chaos to?
Which symbol is chaos?
The
The-
many pointed star in the center part.
Hmm.
And the lion is the circle with a dot in the center.
Well, we're going counterclockwise, so towards the dude with the horns.
The goat?
You want
Sure.
to turn it 1, 2,
There,
3,
yeah.
or 4 spots? That's the question, I think.
I think we only do it. We've been
One.
only doing one at a
Yeah.
time.
I mean, it spins freely, so you could turn it as much as you want.
Or fidget spinnering it.
Yeah.
But yeah, one at a time seems to make sense to me.
Gonna do
Also
some
worth
record
mentioning, every
scratching on
time
it.
we turn it, ooze comes up through the floor to kick our asses.
Out in the middle section, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we force wall that off?
Well, I think there's already a wall that or a door or something, right?
Mm-mm. So
I
you can all
definitely-
see you've turned it, and the storm is roiling down below, and in just a matter of moments, something is going to come crawling out of that center portion.
I'm gonna take that wall that I still have because I had it for like an hour and cover
Sure.
it as best I can.
You see the whatever it is slap against the bottom of the wall, and you've circumvented it.
Swag.
So that wall has been good for puzzles. I have like no offensive spells, but
you all would now know that you're in the section of the worm. Thieves, Jake, you feel pretty unconfident about your thieving skills right now. Clerics, you also feel pretty unconfident about your clerical abilities. Elves, on the other hand, you're feeling good. In fact, you're feeling that you have a +2 die size to spell checks with no corruption. Dwarves, no change.
If you don't mind, I'll run and grab a drink real quick.
Sure.
I'll be back.
But you're still standing in the chamber that you were in before. Instead of looking out into the central chamber, you're now looking into a dark, kind of packed dirt tunnel that leads off into darkness.
Should we try going down there?
Yeah.
I mean, why the hell not?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
A lot.
All kinds of stuff, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, we need to check every place we haven't been. So
We
let's
really
have
do.
at it.
yeah, I mean, there's really no. If we're gonna save the world, we gotta check it all out. So
Hopefully someone's going to torture something.
So are you wanting to re-explore the chamber, or you want to wander off down this packed dirt?
I would imagine we'd probably explore what we could see up here before heading down. I would want to.
Yeah, did anything in the chamber change?
I don't know. Are you going to go re-explore the chamber?
Just
Yes.
just to look around.
Okay. Do you want to go down that hallway that was to the left that you would have to kind of force that? Oh, you use those giant timber logs to brace the door so it can't
it's braced
shift.
open.
So yeah, you could head straight into the kind of like the maze-like. Well, no, you were in the. I'm sorry. You were in the Indiana Jones room.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I gave away some information I shouldn't have, but that's fine because it wasn't anything major. You feel things shift. You feel like your well-being kind of change a little bit since you're now in the worm. But yeah, if you want to explore the two areas, I mean the earth area, you can. You go kind of back through that narrow hall where all the traps were. The traps have already been sprung. Nothing seems different. You move back through that narrow corridor made of ice where the ice spiders drop down. Doesn't seem to have changed. You move through the beginning puzzle area where you found those 3 dead theophages. Nothing seems to have changed there. You make it back into the entrance chamber. And this is where you see the exit or the entrance. You now see that packed dirt tunnel. But there's still the offshoot hallway that you took before, and it took you to where you found the Wolf King.
Check the thing closest to the left, y'all. Go from there.
Okay, so is that the hallway, the side hall?
I think that was the basic
Sure.
hallway, yeah.
You make it through the side hall, and rather than just coming up to a dead end like it did before, now opens up into a giant crevasse. The rough stone floor gives way to a steep crevice plunging down into the darkness. You can see on the far end, it kind of fades off into darkness. But also going through this area, you can see there's all sorts of gemstones. Actually, they don't explain this very well. There's actually a platform that it opens into that looks down into the crevasse. And you can kind of make your way across it. But down in this crevasse, you can look, and with whatever light you can see, it's actually the walls of this crevice, this fissure in the earth, are just littered with looks like uncut gemstones.
Ooh.
Or you can follow this kind of platform around.
When you say quote unquote littered,
Don't trust it.
Well, actually, to be fair, does it just look like gemstones, or is it really
It
gemstones?
smells like gemstones.
It smells like the real
Jake,
deal.
Why don't you roll me 5d30?
all right.
Oh my.
That's a lot.
Roll. 5,
Jake, you're dead for 5d 30 turns.
74.
You see at least 74.
Oh my god.
Gemstones, correct?
Yeah.
You know, we took the time to bash a lot of heads. We could take the time to make a lot of bread.
Yeah, but I've only got this small sack, and it's already chock full of stuff. I'll have to wait until we save the world to come back for these.
I feel like we've all got our own backpacks. Start loading those up.
So to get down there, someone's going to have to do some climbing.
I like how the cleric's like, I don't know about that. Could pay quite a tithe to my god with those.
That's right. Build a beautiful temple.
Let's buy some favor.
Gold on everything. That's right.
So
I'm
are you
going
going to go
good
try
heaven.
and collect gemstones?
I think I'm willing to watch my cleric friend try first.
I'll tell you what. I'll put all my stuff down. You give me an empty backpack, and I'll try and climb down there.
No.
I'll give you my mostly empty backpack and
That sounds good.
Waylon
In which
jumps
case,
it
I'll
on
try
the
to
back.
climb sheer surfaces down into this crevasse.
Sure
and
thing.
if you die, I will heal you.
Didn't thieves do poorly in this area though?
That
is true.
Do. Let me see how poorly you do, Jake. We're in the worm. Oh, it's fine. It just affects your find and disarm traps and saves against traps. So
Okay.
climb away, Jake. Climb away.
It's fine, he says.
Definitely no traps in this area where traps are extra deadly.
He was never seen
Oh, yeah.
again.
21 to get down there.
Oh,
You
wow.
do great.
Ooh.
Jake, you spend some time just tossing up gemstones, and you find all 74.
Oh my
Oh, hell
goodness.
yeah.
You know that each one of these uncut gemstones, they're not real big, but each one's worth about 25 gold.
Whoa.
All right, guys, I'm ready to go. Get out of here.
We can spend the rest of our lives until the world ends living
You
like
say that
kings.
after we traded like a priceless object that we probably could have left with already.
Yeah,
You know,
fair.
for the salvation of the whole world as we know it, and some fancy water.
Now,
Yeah.
That and those
Dan.
priceless objects might have been harder to sell because
Yeah.
of
That,
the
that is,
providence.
I mean, we could have lived as kings among the dwarves, but who really
well,
wants to live among the dwarves?
you
No offense, my dwarven friend.
There's
For
a
Bowdy.
reason I'm a mercenary. We're assholes by nature.
Yeah. Now, for Bowdy, you could answer that. You could be able to tell, like in legend, many, many wars were fought over these stones. So it would be a wealthy yet not peaceful existence.
Oh, well, yeah. Nah. I think we did the right thing.
So
By
you
doing the
can
wrong thing.
continue to shimmy along this ledge you're in, and eventually you'll find it kind of opens its way back into a finished hallway. But while you're down there, Waylon, you actually see there's a small crevice you could climb into. It's a small kind of rock tunnel or cavern. You'll be out of sight completely. You'll be on your own. But if you found these kind of gems just here in the open, I wonder what you might find further in.
We just,
Goes further down.
you know, you could maybe just peek in a little bit, you know, just kind of just the tip of your head just to see.
Yeah, I'll look in there and I'll hold my lantern in there and just kind of take a look-see around.
You can see beyond the narrow crevice in this fissure. It's wet with water, maybe 3 foot high, 2 foot in width. And it kind of winds away into the darkness. But you can see there's something kind of glimmering, sparkling in the light.
I think I see something. I'll be right back. If I'm screaming, just get the hurting stuff ready.
I'll assume it's a cyclops with a gem for its eye.
Jake, roll me a d12.
Oh, baby. 4.
You shimmy your way back and you find a shallow pool of water. And in there, you find 5 fist-sized, brilliant fire opals.
Ooh.
And you can tell you've seen stones like this before, and you know they would have some kind of magical effect to them.
Well, I'm definitely cramming as many of those, well, all 5 of them into my many pockets and
Show me your pants.
Yep, climbing back out.
All right, you climb back out. We're in B. All right. All right. So, do you kind of follow this ledge around and head back into the hallway that matches the structure of the rest of this section of the Alembic?
Does seem like the thing to do.
Sure. Eventually, it opens up into this vast chamber that's crowded with glittering mountains of gold, silver, jewels, bejeweled swords, shining spears, gilded shields, all half buried in wealth, and the crowns of hundreds of forgotten kings litter the floor. There's a deep, jagged channel that runs the length of the chamber. There's massive boulders and rocks emerge and then tumble down the channel in a continuous chaotic avalanche. Above the deafening roar of the channel is a glittering diamond throne, and a giant, jagged form of crystal shards reclines atop the throne, reveling in the thundering chaos. Tyler, whatever you said, you were muted.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking to Sammy.
It
I
looks
think
like
that's the guy that owns the place.
it looks like you might have found one of the elemental lords.
So
What we're here for, isn't it?
how
Wait,
exactly?
do we all see him, or is
Yeah.
it just Jake that's down? Okay,
Well, no, he climbed back up, and you all rest along the ledge.
I got you.
Well, I mean, in this case, I don't think we're going to have much to bargain with. We can hope that he's friendly, or
Got some gemstones or some weird beetles. Hopefully he's into beetles.
I mean, everybody likes the Beatles, right?
Well, there's a maggot. In the
Oh,
pot.
you were raised on a swamp. You don't count.
More of a fan of the alligators. I mean, we kind of did all right, just kind of saying what's up to the last lady.
Maybe we can ask him if there's something he wants here.
Yeah. You know what? I'm feeling cocky. I'm going to walk up and be like, hey, we're here, and we done negotiated with Water Lady, and we come potentially maybe bearing things you might want, but maybe not. I don't know. Would you talk to us?
He leans forward in his throne, in a fractured, crystalline voice, he replies, "What is it that you want?"
We were trying. Go ahead.
The Alembic. That's all I know. We want the Alembic to stop.
You wish me to close my earth gate.
Sure. That sounds right.
What will you give me?
I got a couple of gold pieces.
The gold that you brought with you into this chamber is mine. You will not leave with it.
Oh, I hate to say it, but we got the never-ending water thing.
Oh, does he want the never-ending water thing?
The water thing wanted the gems of the dwarves,
Yeah.
which is an earth thing.
Yeah.
I could grant to you.
Or the fire guy might want the water thing.
which holds within it the power to pull forth the very elemental finesse of water in an unending supply.
I have no desire for this.
Yeah, I didn't figure you would, but I was throwing it out there because it's pretty
I will
keen.
tell you what. Long ago, a thief stole my prized gems. I want them back.
What are your
shame.
what are his prize gems?
The stars of the Dwarven Lords.
Oh crap!
Wait. We don't have them, but we know where you could find them. What's that
True.
worth to you?
Nothing. I want you to get them and bring them to me.
Oh, I don't think we can get them now. Didn't she disappear?
Actually, the way he worded what he was saying, if she closed off her realm by leaving, doesn't that stop the Alembic?
That's what I was wondering when I mentioned it before.
It does. It stops it from progressing further. It doesn't stop the chaos that's already here from gathering more mass. So it's no longer a runaway train.
Think of it like a door that's still cracked open.
Yeah.
Things can still come through. It just can't get opened any wider.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a valid point in the design of the adventure. Like, what happens if you just shut off the chaos, which is what you did when you stopped that giant gemstone and all the chanting skulls, and then you stopped one of the elements, but there's still a bunch of chaos down there that's melding with fire and earth.
I see.
But that's kind of some information that you would have gotten if you wouldn't have slain the scribe.
Fair.
He asked for it.
So those gems are no longer on this plane.
I'll tell you what. You bring them to me immediately, and I will shut off the stones.
Well, do you have any recommendations on how one might track down that water lady on her plane or get her to come back?
That's your problem to figure out. I'll tell you what, you all seem unsure about this. I will do a favor for you. I will shut off my flow now if you promise to retrieve them for me immediately.
Normally, I'd like to just say, yeah, sure. But the thing is, if I'm being honest, you being, a head honcho of the element of earth and all, and I'm somewhat sympathetic to that, the immediacy of it, I don't really know how we would track her down and find her. And
Or better yet,
I don't like setting false expectations.
How long have we been talking?
Oh, like a couple minutes?
Your
Maybe.
time is so strange. I will tell you what. I will give you 5 minutes of time calculated by the elemental plane of Earth to return the gemstones to me.
I think we just need to kill him. I think we just need to kill him, y'all.
What's that in human time?
5 minutes.
He does some math on his fingers. About 10 years of your time.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. I'm willing to take that.
And he comes down
I'll
off
stand
of
up
his
straight
throne.
and I'll put my hands behind my back, making sure to cross my fingers as I do so and say, absolutely. That
He
sounds
comes
good.
down off his throne and he goes to shake your hand, Father Leopold. Do we have a deal?
Oh, I do. Yeah, let's shake his hand.
Sure. He shakes your hand. The stones stop and he vanishes.
Oh, no.
Forward.
You
I'm glad
have
I'm
10
not actually
years
part of this campaign.
to recover the stones and return them to the elemental earth plane.
Joke's on him. The universe will be ending in about 2 days.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
not-
so...
If I have to spend the rest of my life wandering the elemental plane of water to try and get them stones, I'm okay with it.
To be fair, 10 years for an adventurer is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy Sir Osis of the Plane of the Liver, he didn't last that long, and he had a pretty good life. It was pretty full of fun and spending his spoils.
I get it. Cirrhosis.
Yeah.
Hey, Sammy gave us, everyone gets a fleeting point to luck. And Eddie Frankenstein Dan, he is a core member of Defenders of Kobold, but here for this show, he's just not signed up for it. So he's just a sub for us tonight. Usually Christopher from Two Old Guy Games plays in this slot, but after we finish, Dan will pop on here and there for this. You know, we're going to be playing all sorts of modules here on Danger Strangers. So,
yeah.
But anyway,
I'm hesitant to steer the party in any direction since I'm not a permanent member of this.
Oh no! You please lead the way.
We need somebody to take the first hit.
You've got that whole babyface thing going now that just kind of makes me feel comforted around you, and I trust you. Maybe more than I should.
I do want to, I just, spoiler for the adventure before I forget this. That is pretty close to as written for how this encounter is supposed to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So it does kind of give the party something to look forward to if you're playing in a campaign, some fun thing.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair.
And if you don't come up with it, the Elemental Lord will kill you, or if you're dead, will kill all of your lineage.
Oh, nice.
You know what? That's fine.
Guy. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's probably still a worthwhile sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the greater good. Also, I didn't make that deal. You did.
I sure did.
The elemental plane of Earth is now sealed.
Nice. So one more turn to the left, y'all.
Well, let's get out of here first before you do that.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So where are
I
you
think
going?
we should clear out the center. Oh no, you did the force wall, so everything's good.
Yeah, for now.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully with 2 of the 3 things turned off, there's nothing to come out of the chaos void, but
Only time will tell.
we'll have to go out there and see.
So if you head back to the entrance of this area, you're now looking down this long dirt-packed tunnel.
Should we turn the thing back? Or do we want to go down this tunnel and see where it leads?
I think we need to explore everywhere we haven't been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That seems like a good point of action.
Also, at this point, if we cut off the flow of 2 elements, I mean, we may be looking now at just trying to destroy everything chaos that we find so that it doesn't get more mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just methodically go through this. That's kind of how this is. I think that's all we can do.
Aye.
Is that like summoned critter from before still hanging around down there, or was it like cast back down when it couldn't come up? I cannot hear you, Chuck.
It's because I muted
Hello?
myself.
Aha.
It's like, is it just me?
No.
Whispering secrets to everyone else.
That was
Yes.
it. Actually,
So,
I'll tell you what. If you were to head down this packed earth tunnel, it
Yeah.
is a snaking, winding series of caves. Goes on forever. How many hours are you willing to dedicate exploring these caves?
well, algorithmically, if you take a left every time, eventually you figure out a maze. So I think we've got some time left in us.
Oh, I'd spend like an hour at the most and then I'd be like, eh.
It's about an hour in. You start noticing subtle changes in your physiology.
Oh.
As whatever pocket dimension this happens to exist in is starting to warp your well-being.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't go in there.
This doesn't feel good. Maybe we should go back.
I would have explored it with Tyler, so I guess it's at least he and I that are subjected to this.
Sure. You all return.
Yeah.
Hang on, I need to find the right document. Both of you make me a will save.
Oh, I'm not very good at those. Well, that's what I am, though.
You rolled secret, Tyler.
Oh, it was a 22.
Okay.
Wish I
22
could
and
keep it.
23. You guys do great. You don't have any trouble finding your way back.
Okay.
Each of you take a permanent +1 to intelligence.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
As you all start taking on more fey-like appearance. Your pointed ears are longer, your cheekbones are sharp, your skin has a faint kind of almost luminescent glitter to it.
Fires now?
What's that?
Do they sparkle in the daylight?
Yeah, they do.
No, come on now. That's some cultural appropriation going on there.
I'm a merman, not a Mormon.
I got a organization in Seattle that you might want to join. What's the name of it?
I was going for the Twilight reference. That's what I was going for.
No, I like Bert's.
I was piling it on there, so.
Where did it go? God, was it that long ago, Bert?
I apologize. I need to step away for just a second.
Is it APN? No, that's hired mercenary. Yeah, I see APN. Yeah. You all could join the APN from Shadowrun.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. I was going for the Twilight Vampire Sparkle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I served that one up, so.
Okay. So now you're standing in the entrance, and you're fairly confident that this series of Pactress tunnels is not the way to go.
Let's get out of there and turn that knob back the other way.
Sure.
Right.
Where are you? How are you rotating this?
One more to the counterclockwise, right?
No, I think we need to go back one clockwise.
Well, I thought we could keep. Wouldn't it change again if we did one more counterclockwise?
Do we want to? Well, I mean, we've seen theoretically all there is to see in here.
Have we?
Well, that's a good point.
I just need to know which way and how many points.
I mean, we can go ahead and make our way all the way around the circle.
Yeah, I just thought just in case.
Counterclockwise. How many positions?
By one.
One more.
One more position.
And away it goes.
Give me just a second.
What sort of excitement will spawn from the depths today?
So as you turn it,
A demon.
you are now facing into the central chamber again.
Oh. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
And you can now see that the green energy sweeping in from above is still off. Water is no longer feeding into the chaos, and neither is earth. But we're right about at time. So
Okay.
is the plan for next session you all move into the last and final area, which is fire?
Probably.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
this point.
So yeah, we'll wrap it here for tonight. We'll be back at this in 2 weeks. I'm going to guess next session may be the final
Okay.
for this adventure. Yeah, we could always stretch on a little longer.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it? We're Defenders of Kobold. This has been the music of the Spheres is Chaos, DCC 100. Last I was told it was coming out in mid-2021. I don't know any specifics, and I don't know if it's a direct release or Kickstart. I don't know. I'm not a member of Goodman Games. They, were kind enough to offer me a show on their Twitch channel. So that's what I got.
To look pretty.
Yeah, you can find the Defenders of Kobold, twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. We also have some zines out. If you go to Drive-Thru RPG, look for Defenders of Kobold. You can pick up the 2 copies we have. And here soon, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have a 3rd issue to put out. But let's go out and do some pluggables. 3 of you have stuff to plug. We'll start out with you, Bert.
Yeah, just follow me on my podcast of Steam, Steel, and Murder at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com, and on the Notorious DMG Twitch channel.
There we go. Very cool. Brendan.
Hi, I'm Friendon. I draw stuff for tabletop, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Friendon. Friendon everywhere, basically. If there's social media, I have it there. And I'm part of the Defenders and drew some of that stuff in them there zines. So if you want to see my stuff, you can check that out.
Cool. Jeremy.
I mean, check these beautiful bastards first, but if you have time left in your day, you can check out the Plewdcast, PLEWD. Listen about nerds talking on comic stuff. Why not?
There you go. So what do we got? I don't think we've got anything tomorrow, so no Shadowrun tomorrow night, I don't think. Monday night, you can find myself on Free League Publishing's Twitch as Jeff from the Adventures in Lollygagging. Oh, Jeremy, you're there too. Wait, is this a Vesson week or is this Alien? Okay.
It's an Alien week.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Jeremy and I will be over on twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers for some aliens. He's playing a small child, and I am playing an up-jumped pilot who has become captain of a spaceship. Tuesday, I don't know if we got anything going on DMG on Tuesday. That's twitch.tv/notoriousdmg. Maybe Cyberpunk. Maybe first
edition D&D, possibly.
Yeah, maybe one of those two. We'll find out what we got. Wednesday, we'll be on Defenders of Kobold. We're going to play Rime of the Frost Maiden, but we're using it in Dark Trails, the Weird West DCC system. So it's, set in Alaska, Weird West style. It's a lot of fun.
Mashup.
Yeah. And this coming Friday night, we'll be, again, on Defenders of Kobold is Joe. No, this is... Joe's running us through our 5th Ed Evil D&D campaign. That's what we got. So, I don't got anything else. So, we'll catch you all later. This is still a PG-13 stream, so I can't give my usual sign-off. So, goodbye, everybody. And...